everybody.
Welcome in.
Hello.
Welcome in, and thanks everybody for coming in. Let me just go through the chat real quick, and we'll go on and start after that. We've got Latoya Williams in here. Welcome in. Embarkation Nation, welcome in. We've got Danny D. Welcome in, Danny D. We've got Bama Nola in the house. Hello, Bama.
Hello.
And we got Clock Family Adventures in the house.
Clock.
And we got Uncle Dave in the house. Hello.
Hello.
And we got our guest, Tinkerbell, traveling with Tinkerbell. So welcome
Hello,
in.
everybody.
We got Baron in the house. Hello, welcome in. Scott McNeil, welcome in. We've got Jen Rhodes, welcome in.
Hi.
Scratch and Pete, welcome in.
Hello.
And let's see, everybody's saying hi, and we are at the bottom. So let me go on and start with what we are going to be doing today. So we have invited Tinkerbell in, traveling with Tinkerbell. We have linked her link to the top of everyone's chat. So whoever channel you're in, you can get her channel at the top. And what we're going to do is we're just going to ask her some questions. And after each question, we'll go on and open up the chat. So after each, we'll visit the chat again, go back to the chat. And anybody has questions, we'll go on and answer them. So let's start off first by talking about each of our channels, Clock, Jennifer, and me. So Clock, why don't you start talking about your channel?
Well, my channel is on travel, like a lot of are, and I do cruises, theme parks, and Las Vegas mainly, and then whatever travel we do here and there. But that's the gist of it. Mostly cruises nowadays.
And Jennifer?
Our channel is about our family adventures with our daughter. She's 3. And like Clocks, it's mostly about our travel. So cruising, our adventures to like maybe Boston or Disney World, Vegas. And we also like to throw in some, local things such as like going to SeaWorld or, weekend festivals and stuff. But mostly we've been doing cruising too. That's what we like.
Okay, and then our channel is all about fun. We go to theme parks, we do cooking stuff, we do traveling, we do cruises, we do anything that's fun is what we are themed towards. So the goal tonight is we're going to get to learn Tinkerbell, traveling with Tinkerbell's channel. We're going to ask her some questions, and anyone in the chat, if you in the future want to come up, anyone under 1,000 subscribers is who we are going to bring up. So either email Clock or Embarkation Nation or me, and we'll be able to get you scheduled for one of our next episodes. And we'll be doing this once a month. So let me just jump over to the chat. A few more people came in. We have House of X. Welcome in. We have Controversial Cruising. Welcome in. And let's see. Okay, we are back down to the bottom. So we're going to go on and start asking Tinkerbell some questions. And then after each question, we'll hop back over the chat in case you guys have questions to ask as well. So, Clock, you want to start?
Yes. Question 1. Please tell us about your channel.
Well, my channel revolves in anything that has to do with travel. I'm a travel agent, and I went on this journey like 2 years ago. I've been doing the travel agent for 2 years now. So I decided, if I'm traveling all over the world, might as well just do the vlogs and put them out there, help other people, kind of see all the different destinations and things like that. The channel is going to mainly be centered in anything to do with travel, cruises, airports, information as to what's new out there with cruising and any travel form, any specials that we might be running, anything that has to do with travel. That's what's going to be on this channel.
That's really cool.
Okay.
So I know you
It's
said
gonna
that.
help cater. Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So it's going to help cater to the travel agent side of your business, as well as what everybody likes to do for their traveling needs.
Right. So let's say if somebody's interested in a specific port, and we've been there, then we'll have blogs that they can see. Like right now, we just finished all of our Wonder of the Seas vlogs. We're starting Carnival Celebration is what we've been doing. I think it's like a 6-vlog series. And in between then, if there's any specials like with Celebrity, right now has that they're going to the new port of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So things like that is going to be coming up on the channel. We're also going to have live streams on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. every Tuesday. So that on that specific live stream, what we're going to talk is anything to do with travel, any questions people might have, and things like that.
Okay.
That's really neat. I know I was watching your celebration video earlier today or yesterday, and then what was really cool about that video is that you were showing, like there was, I guess, like some fighter jets, just kind of practicing out there, and that was really neat. So I know you mentioned that you started your channel with, because of travel and being a travel agent, but what made you want to create your channel, and how long have you had it?
I've had the channel since May 2nd of this year.
Okay.
And what made me create the channel was I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of content creators, like other cruise content creators. And weirdly so, being a travel agent, I've been following them for like maybe some of them 2-3 years, maybe more. And it inspired me to do my own. And sometimes when you look at it, you're like, oh, that's easy to do. You just go ahead and grab a camera and start filming and all of that. But it kind of also brings my family together. Why? Because I do all the vlogs. I do all the video on the vlogs, and then I gave it to my son. My son edits all the vlogs. And then I have my 14-year-old daughter that she does all of my shorts. So it's kind of brings like the family together, and because they do travel with me. So I figure if everybody could put a little bit of a piece together, as a family, because at the end of the day, this is, everything I do for my family. So bringing them along, I think is an amazing journey to bring the family together, and they can see that, all of the hard work that I have put out there, and they could be a part of that.
That's so smart to have your kids involved, because I think, like the younger generation, they have such an eye for what's trending. Honestly, they start a lot of the trends. That's smart.
Yeah. If you were to look at my page, one of the shorts my daughter did, I think 2 days ago, I think hit almost 3,000 views.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't even do that.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So, and she's going to be 15. So because she's on TikTok and I've been seeing all her stuff. And I asked her, I said, would you mind doing that for the channel? So she's like, no, I'll do it. And she's been, that's whenever you see a short, that's her doing them.
That's so cool.
Yep.
And I'll have to check yours out because I'm going on the celebration in October, and I have not really researched much about it. So I need to go look at your videos over there.
Yeah, the new one that we just added is Embarkation Day as we came in. And then it was some fire jets. Something was going on in Miami on that day. It was just strange and weird because I've never seen. And I know a lot of the vlog part, when I did it towards the end, the video came out so bad because of the wind. There was an area where there was a lot of like fighter jets and stuff like almost hitting the water of the South Beach, and they were just there like laying on top of everybody. And I was like trying to tell everybody, have you ever seen? So I don't know what happened on that day, but they were all over the place, and it was kind of like cool to see, but I kind of like, okay, what's going on at the same time?
So did you, just a quick question, kind of off topic. Did you drive down from here that day or did you go the night before? Because I'm trying to figure out.
I drove on that day.
Okay. I'm trying to get a feel what I should do because I've
Yeah,
never
it's
left
like,
out of Miami.
It's like about a 3-hour, 45-minute drive from my house. And
Okay.
I usually, when I drive, I park at the terminal. I'm going back in October because I'm going on the Horizon, but I'm leaving the day before.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because we're leaving. We're going on the celebration out of there in October, and then November we're going on Celebrity out of there. And I've never left out of Miami, so this is going to be twice in less than a month apart of going to Miami. I'm like, we should just stay down there.
When in October are you going to be going?
October 22nd, I think, is when we leave.
Oh, we're going to miss each other. I'm going on the 28th.
Yeah, we'll just be getting back.
Yeah.
Well, no, we get back the 29th or whatever it is. But yeah, we will
Right.
miss each other. All right. So, what is your favorite video that you have done so far on your channel?
So far, I'm going to say, as of whatever, what I have up there, I'm going to say the Wonder of the Seas ship tour. That was a lot of fun. It took me, I would say, like the whole week to film everything. And it was a lot of fun, but it also was a little bit sad at the same time because when we got on Wonder back in March 26th, I think it was that we got on Wonder, my father-in-law had passed away 2 days later. And it took a lot to like, because it was my first vlog series. It took a lot, trying to get everything together and stuff. So you that's why when you see that series of that ship tour, it cuts a lot of different, because I had to kind of like bring the days that I was able to do the ship tour together. But it's like I miss a lot of great places that Wonder has. But it was one of my favorite ones to do.
I haven't been on Wonder yet, but I know Clock has. He loved it.
Yeah, I've been on it twice. This past one I went in April this year, and I did a ship tour, but I have not put it out yet. It's a lot of videos that I have to put together, so it's going to take me a little time to put that one together.
The ship is huge.
Yeah,
I want to go on it because I want to try the mason jar. Everything I've seen about the mason jar looks like the drinks, everything. And I'm like, I want to try that place. But all right, before we move on to the next question, I'm just going to hop back over to the chat so we don't get too far behind in the chat. But also, anyone in the chat, if you came in later than when we first started, we have all pinned Tinkerbell's link to the top of all of our chats. So make sure you check out her channel. And also make sure you're sharing out your channel in each of our chats. We have the Nightbot. So mine's #defun. Clock is #clock. And Embarkation Nation is #nation. So make sure you're dropping your channels and sharing yourself out. So we have Will G that has come in. Welcome in, Will G.
welcome in.
We've got I am Betty J Gathers has come in. Good morning, Betty. Or good morning, good afternoon, Betty. Scrolling back down here. We've got Canadian Family Life has come in. Hello. And people are saying hello to each other. Controversial Cruising has come in as well. Hello, Controversial Cruising. Warmstrong Adventures has come in. Welcome in.
Hello.
That's how I do my shorts from TikTok. Yeah. I've ventured out to TikTok, but I have not learned how to post anything to TikTok.
I do it a little bit, but not as much as I should.
Yeah, I've never been to TikTok.
That's where Andrew lives. He loves TikTok.
Mike, you are there with those watch hours for sure.
Yep.
Get those videos out there now. Yeah. All right. I think we're down to the bottom of the chat, so we can go on to our next question.
So you answered part of it. As far as you said, you do lives, and you do them on Tuesday nights. What was the time?
7 p.m.
And what do you use as far as your streaming goes? Do you use StreamYard, or do you just use YouTube?
Right now I'm using StreamYard, but I possibly gonna be doing either or, depending on how I get it done at the time.
Gotcha.
So for lives, so I started probably like a month after I started like really getting serious about TikTok, and I'm still behind in watch hours. So the sooner you start doing lives, the better off you're going to be. So
I have to
my
second that.
suggestion would be start now.
Right.
As soon as possible. And I do lives twice a week, and I'm still behind in hours. So
Oh, wow.
but you might post a lot more content. I don't post a lot of content. I mean, I do, but I don't. I mean, I post maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks. So you might post a lot more than I do. So you'll get watch hours from those, but definitely keep up with the lives. That's all my suggestion.
I'm right now posting every Thursday. I'm going to do a live every Tuesday. And then I do shorts every day.
That's good.
It's good.
That's a good schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Very good.
I wish we would have been that organized starting out. We were just kind of like, hey, let's start a YouTube channel. Sounds great, Andrew, let's do it. And then it was like, 3-month gaps and randomness. Yeah. I love that you have a plan.
Because after you're at your calendar date of 365 days, they start taking watch hours from you.
Right.
So right now, that's where I'm at, is that fight battle of gain, lose.
Right.
So
same with us. So you'll see a lot of me and Andrew. Just be prepared. So I know you just talked about your posting schedule. So do you have any premieres coming up that you maybe want to highlight? And then this is like a 2-part question, or I guess a 3-part. We in our cruising community, I guess we have like a raid parade and Saturday stroll, and things like that where people go and they go and watch your videos. Have you thought about joining that to promote your videos a little more?
I don't have any premieres as of right now.
Okay.
I have heard about the raid parade through Eddie Lugo Studios. I have heard, and I've seen you guys on doing it during your time. Yeah, I would like to join, because I think it's always good to open up to all the communities out there and try to help each other out. I think that's a really, I have embraced the family of YouTube, very, very nice, because it's like, when you think that you're out there by yourself, then you find great friends, and those friends, connect you with other amazing people. And then it makes your life a little bit easier. And then when you have questions and you have everybody like you guys supporting each other, I think that's what makes the communities even more amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think, coming together as a community is one of the best things that I have learned through YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I do see a couple of questions here.
Yeah, I'm just going to hop over there, but I just had one thing to note too. When you're going to Tinkerbell's channel from our channel, make sure you're actually watching a video so that subscription clicks, because if you don't watch a video, she might lose that sub tomorrow. So make sure you are watching something in full when you're subscribing over there, or any of our channels. So just make sure that you're going back and watching something. That's what I wanted to say. But let me hop over to the chat. Betty saying, don't burn yourself out. Take your first year, talk about first year burnout sometimes.
It happens.
Yeah, there's times that I wanted to throw in the towel, but I just kept going. Sometimes when you're doing so many lives, like right now, just to get the hours, like you have to step back. Like today, I realized, God, I've been like nonstop. Like tomorrow, I'm off of YouTube for the day. I'm gonna go to the beach and just forget about YouTube. But so that's. I mean, have you guys had any burnout? Or I mean, that's couple times I've like been just doing lives, and I've just kind of had to take a step back for a little bit. But that's my only burnout, really. What about you guys?
I have. Well, Andrew and I both have. Andrew actually, if you watch our earlier videos, Andrew actually, I wasn't really involved at all with the channel. I it was his thing, and I like fully supported it. But he was starting to get like frustrated and burnt out. So I was trying to help him more and more. And then it turned into me editing more videos, and then it turned into me being on lives, and now you see both of us probably equally, maybe me a little more. So I sometimes feel burnt out when I see all the stuff around my house I've got to do, and then work and our child and family life, and then it's like, oh, we need our watch hours. And then like this week I've been on every day, and I'm like, oh, it's a lot of YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've kind of divided it up too. Danny does all the editing, and I do the front end stuff. So we've kind of got that up. Because if I had to do the editing, it would not be pretty. Anyhow, go on, Clock.
I have to do everything. But as far as the editing, sometimes I get burnt out on that. I have to stop and walk away, or just say, okay, I'll do this next week or something, and I'll put out a short or something like that, because I shoot a bunch of shorts out and get them scheduled for a week, like one every day for a week, and then I'll go back to the editing of the main films later on, because it just takes me a while sometimes.
Well, when it comes to me, I've been doing the travel part as a travel agent 7 days a week, nonstop, 365 days.
And that's a lot of work.
It used to be from 8 in the morning to 11 p.m. at night, and now I'm doing it from 8 to 8. I've never felt like being burnt out, and I think it's because I truly love what I do. I love, my job, and people that have actually, my clients that have worked with me can probably tell. Like, I'm on call Saturdays and Sundays, like from the office, like I'm on call this weekend. And even though I go out to to the grocery shop and do all my personal stuff, my tablet is with me 24 around the clock. I just stop somewhere and pull the tablet out, and I'm working. But it also helps that my kids are involved. My husband is very supportive. And so everybody has like a little piece of it. So it makes it feel like kind of like you're busy, but kind of like you're doing your thing. And we go to Disney just like regular family, we travel. I have not felt, at least that way yet.
Yeah. And I'm getting into the travel agent stuff as well right now. So I'm going through the different classes from the different cruise lines, and then I'm working the regular job as well. So it's taxing a little bit, but
yeah, it's a lot of
worth
fun. It's a lot of fun once you start, and because every day you learn something new. But once you start your travel agent part and you're doing YouTube at the same time and you combine them together, trust me, the end result is going to be amazing. It's because my thing to do is my goal with the channel is to eventually do group cruises so that we can truly travel with Tinkerbell. That is the end goal. And eventually that's where I will be one day.
Yep.
I love that.
And you might have already answered this. How long have you been doing travel agent stuff?
2 years.
Okay. That's cool.
I saw Dave had a question.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to hop back over here. We've got Rayleigh Creative Travel has joined us. Hello, and welcome
Blaine.
Hello, Blaine.
Uncle Dave, question. So with people watching the live, do all of you get the credit, or is it just the channel you've clicked on? It's just the channel you have clicked on. They will get the credit for it. So if you want to click everybody on, you can, but just make sure that they're, you don't want it to echo, right? So you want to keep everybody low except for one of them, but you have to have the sound on. It can't be muted. And then everybody would get credit, but it's whoever's channels that you're actually in with the sound on is getting the credit, not every single person on the panel. I had the pleasure to meet Tinkerbell at the LLL meetup. Danny D, you can contact GGM Creates Tinkerbell if you want to join. And that's
That's
join
for the race parade and
Mhm.
Saturday stroll.
Okay.
And Betty is reminding everyone to do a thumbs up. So everybody do a thumbs up. And whoever's channel you're in, you could drop your link in there and share it out. We all have links with Nightbot. Trish the Natural, welcome in. So we got Rayleigh saying hi to everybody. Betty saying hi to everybody. Bone Tired Travels, welcome in.
Hey, Denise.
Hello.
Betty says, yes, going on 2 years now, and I feel I finally get it and do not tire myself out. You can also do much networking. Networking is good. Do not forget about your own channel, which she's right.
That's good advice.
Hey, Leonard Family Fun, welcome in.
Hey, Tanisha.
Hello, Tanisha.
And Rambo Pootree is in the house. Hello, hello. And just getting down, it looks like, to the bottom.
And speaking to, we kind of talked about burning out. I want to also stress to any of you new channels that there's more fun days with YouTube than there is burnout days. Please do not feel discouraged. And also know that we've all been there. I mean, if you ask, I look up to channels like Armstrong Adventure, I'm sure some of the big guys, EECC and, Ocean Travel, these were some of the channels that we started watching, when we first started our YouTube career. And I just want to say that, I'm sure they've all felt it too. I know actually Bill and I've had those talks. And so, just know that when you are frustrated or maybe that video doesn't have the perfect sound quality or man, I didn't get that angle I thought I did, whatever it is. Just know that we've all been there and that, it's okay. It's going to be okay, because I guarantee you there are more fun days with YouTube if you really kind of get to meet people and learn people. But also too, like the thing I love the most about it is that when I look back at those videos 18 months ago and I see Chloe, for instance, and how little she was, I don't think about how frustrated I was with the editing or the sound or that we didn't know how to use our camera correctly and whatever. I look at like that memory. And I look at that journey we went on and then sharing our experience. So I just want to make sure that even though we're talking about some frustrations, that we also say that there are many good days on YouTube too. I just wanted to stress that.
Yep.
So we've got Ocean to Ocean. Bruce has come in. Hello, hello.
Speaking of Bruce.
And Traveling Chuck has come in. Welcome. And the Scrow's Nest has joined us. Hello and welcome in. And then it looks like people are dropping their links in everybody's channel. Thank you so much.
I saw Traveling
Fools.
Hey, Traveling Fools.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, Traveling Fools. Welcome in. Okay. So the next question we have is, how many subscribers and watch hours do you have?
I checked before this live and I was at 170. Watch hours, I think I'm a little bit close to 200. And what was the other thing?
Subscribers, you already told us.
Yeah, the subscribers about 170 and the watch hours about almost close to 200. I think we might be at 200 or a little bit more than that. I didn't check that part.
So then I'm guessing because you've been on YouTube for a little bit, you know about the different tiers of monetization and hours and all of that and how you lose hours and stuff. Yeah. That's all I have. Are you ready, Clock, for your next? Oh, wait, it looks like somebody else joined us here. Hold on. Jen Rhodes, welcome in. And okay, we're down to the bottom. I'm just trying to stay on top of the chat too. Go on.
So next question. Have you set any monthly goals for your channel?
Not yet. Not yet. So far, I believe that we've only been like, because I started the channel up in May 2nd, but I started actually putting my vlogs and really like YouTubing June 22nd. And a lot of people don't know I had a journey. I had a three-year journey, and it started on June 22nd of 2020. And I could probably talk a little bit about it. It's always a good thing, you know. Back in June of 2022 of 2020 is when I started having chronic anxiety attacks. They just came out of nowhere, and it's been a 3-year journey through therapy and all of that other stuff. And when I started doing my channel, it was getting closer to that date. And I don't know, something in me just say, you know what, let's start it off on that day. Let's make it like a celebration kind of thing. So that's the reason why I opened it on May 2nd, but I started June 22nd. So it's a little bit of a gap, but I decided to do it on my 3rd-year anniversary as a celebration to me for going through that journey and being able to today, you know, go feel my normal self again.
Okay.
I love that story.
Yeah. Inspiring.
Yeah.
Somebody else just joined real quick. Ashley Ratliff has come in. Welcome, Ashley.
Hi,
Welcome
Ashley.
Welcome in.
in. Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Oh, that's me. I'm just thinking about her story. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking about your journey and like how incredible that is. Like, we all go through times, you know, that we're not ourselves. And then to celebrate that's just amazing. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So I just kind of wanted to know a little bit about I know you said your son does the editing, but do you know what he uses to create your videos, or like what software he may be using?
We use the DaVinci Resolve software editing.
Okay. And
then for music, I purchased a yearly subscription through, oh my God, what is the music that I use? And I forgot what there's a music subscription that you purchase that you can use all of the music and have copyrights to it. So I forgot the name of it by the top of my head right now.
Maybe chat can help us out. I know they help me sometimes.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
if anybody
about.
in the chat knows, drop it.
Blank too.
Yeah,
I think,
I've heard of it.
I think Betty has something like that, but I don't know what it's called.
On Deck with CB. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, welcome in.
Epidemic Sound.
Epidemic Sound.
Epidemic Sounds. That's the one. Thank you.
Yeah, always comes through to save us.
Yep.
Thank you, Traveling Fools.
That's cool. We haven't used Epidemic Sound or anything like that. We just kind of still use the YouTube music and whatever Power Director gives us. But I need to look at that.
So some people may not realize this, but I used iMovie, and I was using the sound from there, and I've actually gotten hit with a couple of not strikes, but
Claims.
So I ended up having to change my music on a couple of them. One I won, and then one I didn't. So I just said, well, I'm gonna stop using the iMovie music because it's more of a pain than it's worth having to deal with it.
Right.
The good thing about the Epidemic Sound is that you have up to, I think, 3 subscription, like 3 YouTube channels, 3 Instagram, 3 Facebook, and stuff like that you can put all your channels on there. And as long as you registered on the app, when you purchase it, you're able to use it, and you can use all the music. I've never had a situation. That was one of my things to do when I started the YouTube channel. I put in a couple of good amount of money into the channel.
Yeah.
So what happens if you don't continue your subscription and you have that music on some of your videos? Then what happens?
Nothing, because it's a video that has been already it's already published. and
Mhm.
as long as it was published during the time that you had the subscription, you're okay.
Mhm.
It's after the fact, if you let go of the subscription and you still use it, then you'll have a problem.
That's a good question because I was wondering the same thing. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
I'm writing down the name of it.
Yeah, because it knows when you started and when you ended your subscription.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I
I
was
think
just
it's
wondering if you had videos on there. All of a sudden, are you gonna get all these copyright strikes
Yeah,
if you
I
don't
think it was
renew
like
it?
I believe it's like 200 and something to get it for the whole year.
Okay.
That's about what StreamYard is, right?
Yeah.
25 a month. Might be more than.
I think I paid yesterday, what, 240 for StreamYard for a whole year?
Yeah, 240.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We just started paying for it this past month, so we're still kind of learning the newer. I guess not newer, but our added features.
So, have you ever been on a cruise? Which you have. What is your favorite cruise line, and why is it your favorite cruise line?
Well, I've been on a
Fun
total
question.
of I've been on a total of 48 cruises. I've been on Carnival, New Regent, Holland, Celebrity. Let me see. Celebrity, Holland, Carnival, Royal Caribbean. I have not been on Virgin Voyage. I don't really have like a favorite one, but if we needed to put a favorite, I would go with Celebrity Cruises.
Ooh.
Ooh, why? I want to know because I'm going on Celebrity.
Why
Why was that?
Celebrity? It's just because it's amazing. A Celebrity Cruises is really nice. I think Celebrity is when you want to kind of like go on that vacation and you just want to relax and
Mhm.
kind of enjoy and just sit back and take it all in. And they treat you completely different than your normal regular Royal, Carnival, New Regent. It's a different. It's like a higher scale of cruising. And Holland is really good as well. I liked Holland America. I've been on Royal. My main that I have been that I've done most of my cruises have been on Carnival.
Mhm.
I've been on the Celebration, the Mardi Gras, the Breeze. Let me see, Magic, Ecstasy, Paradise. Oh my God, which other ones? Dream. When it comes to Holland America, on the Rotterdam and NCL, I've been on the Prima. And for Celebrity, I've been on the Apex, and in about 5 months, I'm going to be on the Beyond. And end of November of this year, I'm going to be on the brand new Celebrity Ascent.
That's awesome.
So I'm looking
That
forward to
is
that.
awesome. And it's funny
That was-
that you say that because one of my friends was Royal, all Royal. That's all he would do is Royal. And he just went on his first Celebrity cruise and he said the same thing. It's a totally different vibe. It's a totally different, they treat you so differently and
Mhm.
the casino's different. He said everything about it was just they lay towels on the chairs for you and everything. So nobody's out there like being
Right.
towel, whatever. They already have towels out there for you. He's like, it's a totally different. So I'm
The
excited to
food,
try it.
even the food is different. The buffet, the way it's like you can literally on Celebrity, you can have dinner and on the buffet area, and you go to your main dining room, and it's kind of like the same level of food. It's like there's no difference, and that's one of the things I love about Celebrity, and the fact that when you go on like on the Apex, the Edge, and the Beyond, and the brand new Ascent, they have the 4 themed dining rooms that you can just go from one to the other. You don't have to go every day to the same one. You can jump around. So I think that's a really good idea that they did when it came to those Celebrity cruise lines.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
We were ported next to the Beyond. When I was on Wonder, they were in St. Thomas with us, as well as one of the other ports, and that's a pretty ship. I did
It's beautiful,
filmed a little bit.
especially Eden. Eden is beautiful.
Okay, I'm going to hop over to the chat again. So it looks like we have some questions. We got, when is a good time to post shorts? Does anybody know that? From my experience, Danny D, lately when I have posted shorts at 8 o'clock in the morning, they don't even start trending till 2 o'clock. So to me, the earlier you trend, the earlier you post, the earlier it's going to trend, because it's been a 5 or 6 hour hold for me. But anybody else?
So actually, I posted a short today at noon, and it started hitting at noon a little tiny bit, but then it went all the way till, I mean, it's still hitting, but it went till 4 o'clock. And normally a lot of times when it hits, it only hits for like an hour, and then it just fizzles off. But I got about 1,900 views on it, so
That's
That's
awesome.
good.
doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. I usually post at 8 p.m. at night.
Okay. And are you seeing the same trend with like
I do. I guess the only reason why I do at 8 o'clock at night, because I thought that it was like everybody's kind of like out and about on their phone, because it's like end of the day, and maybe it goes around,
Mhm.
because I have gotten hits from all over the world, and it does very well from 8. I started noticing more like around 10, like 2 hours later. And then in the morning when I get up and I check it, that's when you can see the count like really high up there.
right? So
Maybe I'll start next week doing some at night and see what happens. Because I've been doing them in the morning, because religiously between 2 and 3 is when I start seeing the highest peak on them. But go on, Jennifer.
I was gonna say we post it all random. It's more like, hey Andrew, did you post a short? Oh yeah, I'll do that real quick. But we have also noticed in the evenings, because sometimes when he's at work, if we post in the evenings, those seem to get more views. Sometimes it'll take off right away, but we also notice that sometimes it's a few hours later.
Right.
But a lot of times it's just random for us. But I see traveling. Go ahead.
I was normally doing 5 p.m. And months ago at 5 p.m. it was hitting every day pretty good. This time I went a month at posting it at 5 p.m. and I really didn't have any take off, so I wanted to change up the time. So I would say with shorts, you may want to just experiment with and kind of post out there throughout the day, different times, and see what actually hits better for your audience.
Correct. Traveling Fools said they have the best luck posting shorts at around 8 p.m. Eastern as well.
Okay, maybe I'll try that tomorrow then. Bone Tired Travelers, we just signed up for StreamYard. Gonna work on learning it this week.
If you need somebody to practice with, let us know.
Yeah. Cruising on the high seas. Good day, y'all. 2 months, 29 days, 22 hours till it's cruise day, or 89 days till I fly.
Exciting.
And that's for the booze cruise.
Awesome.
Tinkerbell, I'd like the SeaWorld short. Was Gerald the sea lion?
Yes, it was. If you ever go to SeaWorld Orlando, it's so weird. I called them Gerald because of the movie Gerald. I think it was what movie was that? The one with oh my God, I forgot where Gerald comes from. I'm not like a Disney like that. Oh my God, the Nemo, is it Nemo? Where Gerald comes out? I don't know what movie, but he is out there. This little sea lion is out there. And if you have sardines, because you buy these little sardine packs to throw them out, he is there. He's just waving his little, it is the cutest thing. I don't know if he was trained that way or he's just trained himself. I don't know, but he's the only one that does that. So it was weird because I went to that side and and he was just waving and I'm like, oh, hi, Gerald. so I video that, and that short, I videoed it when my 14-year-old was about 7. So it's been a long time, and I found it, and I'm like, I'm gonna use this. This is really cute.
That is super cool.
Yeah. back over to the chat, we've got Scott McNeil. I'm channel hopping. Well, thank you so much. You're spreading
Scott.
the watch hours. Very nice. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Traveling Fools, we have the best luck posting shorts around 8 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. Everybody's saying 8 p.m. So I think I need
Yeah, I'm
to.
gonna try too.
And welcome in, Mr. Bronx Longstick. Welcome in.
Yeah, we might want to take that one down.
And so next question. Clock.
Is it on me?
Yes.
Are you on any other social media?
Yes, I have Facebook and Instagram. And both the Facebook and the Instagram are all Traveling with Tinkerbell.
Okay.
Now, my personal Facebook is just Tinkerbell. But everything that has to do with the business is under Traveling with Tinkerbell. So you will find me there.
And so do you have that in your community or your About Us tab on your YouTube page? So
No, I have
find
not
you?
added that yet.
Okay. And does anybody in the chat have any questions for Tinkerbell? Make sure you add them. And again, if you want to check out her channel, the link is posted on all of our channels.
I have one.
Jennifer?
I have one that was not officially asked. So when I saw Traveling with Tinkerbell, I thought of Disney cruises. And so I was just wondering how you came up with the name Tinkerbell, or if it's like if there's a story behind it.
Well, I love the fairy Tinkerbell from Disney. She's been one of my favorites for many, many years. The reason why I go to Disney is just to see her fly, to be honest with you. That's what makes my magical day.
And if she's not flying, the fireworks.
If she's not flying, my day was not met. I can guarantee you that one. And there has been times where I've been at Disney because I'm a Disney pass holder. There has been time when I've been at Disney and it's raining and she's not going to fly. And I tell my husband, it was a horrible day for me today, because that's what makes my thing, just to see her fly. And I could see her millions of times and I feel the same excitement just to see her. And when I used to have my regular job, I have all my desk was decked out Tinkerbell. I collect so much stuff, and you're going to start seeing it once, because I'm going to get ready to post all my collection on my backdrop for my live show. And I'm getting all that stuff ready. So I have a lot of collection of Tinkerbell, nice, from Disney and all that stuff. So at my job, they started calling me Tinker. My license tag, if you see me out one day in Florida and you see Tinker, that will be me. That's my tag. And I just love it. And people started calling me Tinkerbell. And the rest is kind of like history. It's been like that for like over 15 years. And when I went into this industry, since I'm a travel agent, I said, why not Traveling with Tinkerbell?
I love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because all of us are Disney, Disney people. I know Destination Fun, I think you're a season pass holder as well, right? Mm-hmm. And then I know, we've all talked about going. So I think it's really neat. I know that it's very magical when she flies across, and I started crying when I was like, she flew. Andrew's like, we're here for Chloe. Why are you crying?
It's a feeling. It's a feeling that you get when you're. And I remember when they changed. I don't know if you remember when they went from the parade to the spectacular event that they have now. My daughter, that she used to work at Disney, said, "Mom, she is no longer flying." I about lost it. I'm like, what are you saying? So she goes, I'm just going to take you so you can see for yourself. And, as you're seeing the spectacular event, I don't see her fly. And then all of a sudden, at one point, I started crying because I'm like, why did you do that to me? And that made my night. Like every time I go over there and I see her, it's just like if you're a little kid again. Like, that's the thing that I like to do when I go to Disney. And I have actually visited her with Tinkerbell. When she has her own area. So I go visit with her, and one of the managers that he used to manage my daughter when she used to work as a cast member there, knows that I love Tinkerbell. So he used to always give me special passes to just go see her and meet with her. And when I went to get married with my son, with my husband back in the time, I decided to do to ask for my bridesmaids through Tinkerbell. So I messaged him. He prepared everything. So I had like a solid like 30 minutes on this room, decked out, everything Tinkerbell, and I brought in my boxes and we took pictures there of asking my girls to be my bridesmaid for my wedding.
I
So
love that. I love that. You know, Disney has such a, I know that we're all mostly about cruising, but Disney does have a way of making you just feel special, whether it's, you know, that special character or emotion or something. I don't think I've ever shared this on the channel, but, you know, like when Chloe was having a really bad day, a cast member gave her a little gift, and it was the little ratatouille that sits on your shoulder. And like her day was instantly better. And it's just like, that's the Disney magic. I know not everybody's a Disney fan, and that's
Right.
okay. But I just was wondering, because when I saw your name, I was like, oh, it's probably about Disney cruises. And so that's really cool. I love that story.
Yeah, I've been on the fantasy.
I love Disney.
Yeah, I've been on the Disney Fantasy. It's an amazing cruise line. And Tinkerbell was there. So I have a couple of pictures with her. Wherever I can, I just take pictures.
I agree.
So KL Daly has joined us. Welcome in.
Hey, Callo.
Welcome in. Yep. Hey, KL.
Hello.
So is there anything else you want to share with us before the show is over, Tinkerbell?
Well, just like, you know, I'm hoping that everybody here can visit my page, see my journey and be a part of that. I know we're going to do great things and be part of everybody in the community. Share the wealth, share the spread, you know, spread the love, you know, and you make amazing journeys and you find amazing people. And hopefully one day we all get to meet together and have a great time. You know, that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. I do know. That. Yeah. And I do know that Eddie Lugo is doing a group cruise out of the Tampa, which I know you're in that area. So even if you can't make the cruise, you know, we could all get together and do kind of like a meetup before everybody leaves on the cruise. That would be awesome. And everybody can meet you.
Yeah, I booked on that cruise. So hopefully everything goes good. I should be there.
Yeah, good. So we did have some other people that have joined. So we already said hello to KL. We got Alice Lugo has joined us.
Hey, Alice.
Welcome in, Alice. Uncle Dave has already subscribed. Just make sure, Uncle Dave, you are going back and watching a video so it sticks. Because we know how sometimes it doesn't stick if you don't watch something. Right. And so Alice is saying hello to everyone. And I think we're at the end of the chat, guys. Exciting. So now I'm very excited because I want to go watch your celebration videos since I'm about to go on the celebration so I can learn about that. And we'll look for your next videos coming out after the celebration. So, and it sounds like, guys, we're about to get a thunderstorm here, so I hope I don't lose power because it's starting to.
I'm in the same situation. It's storming here pretty good.
Oh no.
I know. You're muted, Jennifer.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was like, it's just hot here. So
So it looks like Z has joined us. Welcome in, Z.
Hi, Z. How are you doing?
Hello.
And everyone, if you want to go to each channel and share your channel out, I left each person's name on the screen. So if you want to go do that and drop your links and share out to help grow the community, that would be awesome. And Tinkerbell's link is joined at the top. And then Clock, for the new people that have joined, do you want to talk about future upcoming episodes and how they can join?
Yes. So if you're less than 1,000 subscribers and you'd like to come on here and do what Tinkerbell just did, talk about your channel, discuss it with us, let people talk, ask questions, and spread the wealth. I will drop my email address in the chat. Just send me an email and say you'd like to be on a future show, and we'll get you signed up.
Oh, you're muted, Tinkerbell.
Yeah. No, I was talking to my husband real quick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We have a troll in my chat.
Yeah, I see him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was in mine, and then I think he bounced over to yours. That's what happened.
And I was going to say this
Um,
too. That happens.
Mhm.
Please don't let that discourage you. If you're a new YouTuber, we all experience trolls.
I know.
Well, she's a moderator, so she knows.
You're a mod, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important to have moderators because you never know when you're going to have people like this and somebody can just jump in and get him out. So maybe he's leaving. So Jennifer or Mike, do you have anything else you want to add before we let Tinkerbell go? Because it looks like we're right at our hour, and I see our next guest is in the basement.
I was just going to say it's so good to get to meet you and see your channel. And if you ever need anything, I'm from Embarkation Nation. And you just let me know. We would love to help you out if you have any questions.
All right. Thank you so much. Definitely. I will reach out. Maybe we can meet and stuff like that. We have a good time.
Yes. I love that.
If you'd like to do a live or something, let me know.
Okay. Definitely.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Tinkerbell,
Well, thank
and
you for
everyone.
having
Make
me.
sure you go join her channel and watch a video. And her link is at the top of everyone's channel. And then in just a few minutes, we'll go on and put our next guest's link at the top. But Tinkerbell, you can go on and drop if you want, and we're gonna bring in. You can stay on too. You're more than welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.
I'm going to go on, unless you guys want to take a quick second. I can go on and bring, it looks like Leonard Family Fun is in the basement.
Dropping her link now.
And I've removed the one out of my channel. Let me see if I can take Tinkerbell off, because I know he was in her. If I click remove, it doesn't cut the whole stream, does it? To move her out? I click remove.
If you take her name off the top there,
it
has
says
all her
you are
different
live,
things.
remove or view on YouTube. I want to remove, right?
As long as you're only clicking on her link, then you should be fine.
Okay. Hope I don't lose you guys. Ready?
Yes.
Oh yeah, traveling with Tinkerbell. A post was created on YouTube for this. Your guest Tinkerbell will need to delete it on YouTube. Okay, so remove.
I'm still here, so.
I'm going.
All right. Hold on, my dog's clawing to come in here, but let me go on and bring her in. Hold on.
Let me open my
Hey!
so I can pin.
Come on.
Hello.
How are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good.
Mhm.
How's everybody?
Okay.
You're
Doing
doing
good.
good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Thank you for asking.
So is this your first live, or have you done a live before?
Well, I do once every 2 weeks. I do Tanisha time with John and Nancy, but
Okay.
nothing that focusing on my channel.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to start off by introducing ourselves. And the goal, and for anyone just coming in, because I know we're at the top of the hour, is we're going to bring in Tanisha from Leonard Family Fun. And Jennifer, while I'm introducing her, do you want to drop their channel in each of our chats, and then I can go on and pin it to mine at the top?
Yep.
And Clark
I'm
can
over in
do
mine
that too, so then people can just click it on. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce Tanisha from Leonard Family Fun, and we're going to learn about her channel. And if you are in the chat, more than welcome to ask questions, because after each question we ask, we'll go back to the chat and ask if anyone has any questions in the chat and start reading them. And then we're just here to have fun and help the community grow. So And if you want to get in a future show, we're going to start doing this once a month. So contact Michael Clock at Clock Family Adventures, or Jennifer from Embarkation Nation, or me if you have under 1,000 subscribers, and we'd be happy to bring you on and get you on a future show. So make sure you reach out to one of us.
Yep.
So, Clock, did you want to start first?
Yes.
Or wait, hold on. Did we want to introduce our channels first, like we did the last time, for anyone new, and then start with? I mean, you guys tell me how you guys want to.
Yeah, we can briefly do that real quick.
Okay.
I'll lead off. So
Okay.
Our channel is Embarkation Nation. We're a family of 3. We have a 3-year-old that we travel with, and we mostly vlog about our cruises and Disney World, or just our adventures with her. Sometimes it's local, like a local festival or SeaWorld, but we like we have a trip to Boston coming up, and stuff, so we'll probably share that adventure. Clock.
I am a travel channel. We do theme parks, cruises, and I normally go to Las Vegas. Well, I try to go to Las Vegas once a year, so I get some videos while I'm there. And then just odds and ends travel that we do throughout the year. Maybe just going to different areas like Williamsburg, or this year we're going to Tennessee. So just travel related, but mostly cruises nowadays.
And I'm Sherry from Destination Fun. Me and my boyfriend started this channel all about having fun and documenting all of our fun times at theme parks, cruises, any traveling vacations we have, cooking, shopping, anything fun, we try to vlog and get out there. So that's what our channel is all about. So if you are in any of our chats, make sure that you drop your link to share out your channel. And we have pinned Leonard Family Fun to the top of each of our channels. And Clock, you're up.
I am working on trying to pin it. That heart's in the way on mine.
I think, Jennifer, did you pin it in mine? Somebody pinned something to the top of mine.
I dropped it. I don't think I pinned it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can pin it except for you.
I don't see it dropped in mine.
Okay, Tanisha. Good evening. And first question is,
Good evening.
please tell us about your channel.
Okay, so the Leonard Family Fund started as a way to kind of free up space in iCloud and on cell phone devices. My cell phone is the primary way that I film all of the videos. I do have a Sony Handycam that has caught a few things, but mostly my cell phone because it's always with me. So it started as a way of freeing that up and to share some of the fun that Bobby and I have with our family and friends. And then I decided, well, I mean, it's not like we were like extravagant or anything like that, but somebody else may like it, so we'll just share it out. So that's what it's about. We do like to cruise. We haven't done an actual cruise vlog yet, but the Jubilee will start that journey with us.
Okay. And what sailing
Which
are
Jubilee
you on?
are you on? You and I at the same time.
Well, February the 24th, I'm sorry. We were on the initial second sailing, which was, I believe, November the 25th. Yeah, because the first one was November the 18th. That was the initial inaugural. But because it was delayed, we just decided, well, since we've got to move it, we'll just move it to February, our anniversary month, and we'll just celebrate our anniversary on the Jubilee.
I think we know somebody else that might be on Jubilee in February. I think.
Sherry Awesome Sunsets is on that one.
Okay.
Okay. I was like, I've heard that name.
Bama's on then too, isn't he? Or is he on
No.
January?
I think he's on. I think he's on either the one before us, the 18th, or not the 18th. I think he's on the 10th. He's before us, if I remember correctly. I believe.
He's in a week after
he's-
ours. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I thought he was a week. Yeah, I remember telling him to say take care of it until we get on there.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So I know that you mentioned that you created your channel to free up space, and that's a genius idea. I love that. But how long have you had your channel, roughly?
So, January officially, January the 2022. However, I remember my very first cruise was February 2015, and there was a video out there from the sailing, the sail away. Now, I didn't know anything about YouTube for real at that time, other than it helped me to get ready for my first cruise, and it actually helped me when I was studying for my NCLEX, the National Exam for Nursing. So I didn't know anything about strikes or anything like that. So by the time the real channel came alive, I saw that little long video out there, and it had a strike on it, the copyright, because
Oh,
well, I didn't know. And it was a great. I'll never forget that time because it was my first time selling, and that sell away party was just great.
Yep.
they're always a lot of fun, for sure.
I'm just going to hop over to the chat before we move on because there are some people that did come in. It looks like Cruising is Fun Anytime has come in. Hello and welcome in.
Hello.
Cruise Nuts has come in. So welcome, Cruise Nuts.
Hello.
It looks like Ned and I have come in. Welcome.
Hey, me and I, yeah.
Oh, Meet and I. Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't say it right. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you, Danny D, for dropping that. She dropped the link. Thank you so much. Let's see. Just scrolling down here. And don't forget, if you want to share your channel in each of our chats, go right ahead. Tanisha and Bobby are amazing. Definitely knew she could do it. YouTube Live. She is a wonderful motivator. See? You can do it.
Oh, thank you, Kurt and Marsha. They are so sweet.
So Danny D says she always deletes the videos when I get a strike or copyright. Now it does tell you the area to Danny D usually, and you can overwrite it just by in the YouTube manager.
Yeah.
And Robert Leonard looks like he and Junior has come in. Hello, hello.
Hey, Bobby. That's the other part of Leonard Family
That's
Fun.
the other.
What was that? The other half?
That's the other half.
So on your channel, what is your favorite video that you have made so far?
I would say, and this one was actually recent. I did a video of a ship inspection. First time ever getting an opportunity to participate in a ship inspection because before it was right before the pandemic, but I was in grad school and I couldn't make it, so this was great. Also, it was my first time doing a voiceover, so I tried something different, got out of my comfort zone with that. So I would say that one because it was just a little bit more challenging to me, maybe small for others, but it was a little bit of a challenge for me. So I
So
would
you
say
say
that one.
what?
I'm proud of that one.
Okay. So you said you did a ship inspection. What's that entail?
So what that is, and that was with Carnival. So from time to time, they will have allow travel advisors to come and inspect the ship. This was the Carnival Glory. This particular weekend was you can go either that Saturday for the Glory or the Valor, and I did the Glory that Saturday. So you board the ship like you are a passenger, except for you get to bypass some of the things you get to pretty quickly. And your tour guide is the business development manager for that ship or for that area. And you tour different parts of the ship. They give you lunch, and then they kick you off. So it was good. The purpose of the ship inspection, though, is for advisors to see what that ship, some of the features that ship have in the event hopefully Carnival's, and I'm sure any of the cruise lines, is that you would promote sailings on that particular ship to your customers.
Yep.
So it's a little hard for me
Mhm.
because I enjoy cruising, and I think any ship, that's moving, put me on it.
So do you do travel agent as well, or does your husband?
So I do, and mostly for family and friends. One day, maybe I would branch off with it and build it a little bit, but I got into that mostly for family and friends to book our cruises.
Okay, so I just started as well. I'm using Cruise Brothers.
Oh,
Um,
okay. It's interesting. It's one of those professions or careers, I would say, that if you enjoy traveling, it's not hard work. It's fun. I enjoy when we plan our trips, planning from booking to picking out hotels to setting your itinerary from leaving home to wherever the hotel is or the port. For me, that's all fun, and it's just I get excited about it each and every time.
yep,
I can
I
I can
enjoy
relate
booking
to that.
cruises. Oh, sorry.
That was kind of what Tinkerbell was saying, and she's a travel agent too. She was saying it's all fun and she loves it. And yeah, I could
Yes,
see that. Talking anything travel to me is fun. So
yeah, it's just it's not hard work. If you're passionate about it, I don't consider it work. It's just I'm passionate about it. I don't want to hear. I've got some family members who have never been on a cruise before, but they'll tell you everything bad about it. I don't want to hear it. Stay away from me.
see, clock. That's what you got to do to sell to your wife that you need to go on more cruises so you can sell them. See.
Mhm.
Yep,
Right. You gotta
that's
go.
right.
Mhm.
You gotta do ship inspections.
Ship
Yeah.
inspections are nice. It's lots of walking. So unlike as a passenger where you can, and this was the interesting thing because we started as there was a group getting off and a group coming on. So we're in the midst of that. So you know how it is on embarkation day. The elevators are not there for you,
Right.
of course. So we're doing lots of walking. I've never walked so much on a ship at all.
Hmm.
Not in that short period of time. It was a lot of walking, but I enjoyed it because I got a chance to see some of the suites. And the Glory is an older ship, so but it's a gem nonetheless.
Yeah, I received an email last week to go on either Liberty and it was Liberty and another Royal Caribbean ship. They're doing the same thing, but you had
Hmm.
to make sure you got to the. It was your responsibility to get to the port to do it. So I think it
Exactly,
was.
exactly,
I can't remember what port it's in, but it's just too far away from me for right now. I
exactly.
would definitely
And
do it on a new ship.
yeah. I want to just take this opportunity to, because I know he's watching, to thank Bobby because he drove me there. So it was in New Orleans, and New Orleans from Birmingham, it's about 5 hour drive. But we left that Friday night. We arrived and we stayed in Slidell, which is about 30, 40 minutes from New Orleans. Not far, not too far. We arrived there at midnight and then had to be up early, to get to the port um,
Mhm.
to board the ship. And he stayed the whole time. Now, unfortunately, family, friends cannot come on the ship during the ship inspection. So he sat out there, he waited. He wanted me, he had said, if you can toss me out a guy's burger, that'll be good. But unfortunately, I couldn't toss out the guy's burger.
He should have went across the street to Harris and played some slots while he was waiting.
Nah, he didn't. He stayed there. He had some entertainment in the truck, and
Yeah.
when he had to go to the restroom, the parking attendants, they were really nice. He said there were some other people out there, so they were nice, and they let him go in and use the restroom. He had to go once or twice, I think he said, but yep. So I want to just publicly thank him again.
That's so
So
awesome.
for that ship, the Glory, that's what the booze cruise is on this year. Are you doing the booze cruise this year on the
I'm
Glory?
not. I'm not. I'm going to miss that. This year, I believe, is the end. So the last time I've been on a cruise was February 2022, and that's just feels like eternity. And that's because I've had to take quite a few business trips, and I've got two more left for this year. One August, oh well, I said August. Yeah, that's a couple of days from now. Yeah, I've got one more a couple of days from now, and then one in September. So won't get a chance to join the booze cruise, but of course I'll be watching in YouTube land for all the fun.
Yeah. All right, let
I
me jump over.
inspected it. I inspected that ship. It's nice. You'll like it.
Thank you. I'll be on it.
Clock will
You'll
be on
like
it. I won't be on it, and Jennifer won't be on it, but Clock will be on it. I'm gonna jump over to the chat, just so we can get caught up on that.
Okay.
We have we just said hi. Oh, he said hey to my beautiful queen, or hey beautiful queen. So sweet. We got Keisha saying hi to everyone on the panel.
Keisha.
Thank you, Keisha. Sea Lake Journeys has come in, and they're saying hey to Tanisha.
Hello.
What's going on? Chet
They
and
are
Bobby?
so sweet. They're sweet too. Chet is so. I have a squeaky for Chet.
So they were the first person to let me up on a live. They showed me how to do it. When I first got into it, they brought me up one morning right before their show started, and was going through the stuff, and they said, "Hey, do you want to go ahead and stay on for the show?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll stay on." And it was a very nice experience, and I appreciate it from them.
I remember that show.
I got to give them a shout out as well. When we were new, they weren't the first to bring us up on a live. That was actually Z, and I think Cruising is Fun Anytime. But they were so encouraging to us, like, like we couldn't get camera to work. We were such a mess, and they gave us such great words of encouragement. Them and Cruising is Fun Anytime were kind of the first time we did a panel style like this, and they helped us so much.
Yeah, I think the first time we went live, they were like our cheerleader. They came on and was cheering us on, and they say that they love the Glory.
Yeah, it was my first time. I think Glory is part of the Conquest class. It's a really easy ship to navigate. She's a gem. Yeah, and I like New Orleans so.
My beautiful queen, I would do it again.
Oh.
Let's see. Rayleigh Creative. Hey, Tanisha, the biggest Alabama fan is on y'all's panel.
Don't believe him. I am not an Alabama
She just doesn't know it.
I am not. Do not listen to Blaine.
Let's see. Okay, so we are down to the bottom. So who wants to go with the next question? We just did the number 3. So who's up for number 4?
I am up for number 4. Okay. So this is your first time doing a live, other than you do lives with John and Nancy on JNN. I know I've seen that a couple times.
Yeah.
Now, do you plan on starting a live up, a scheduled live anytime, or?
So right before we had a few errands to run this morning, and I told Bobby that we're just gonna do our first live, he and I, on Sunday, August the 13th. And that live, the purpose of the live is so that you can get to know Bobby and I, and if you want to ask us questions during that time, that's what will occur on that live. And then from there, I'll schedule some more lives. But I've been a little bit shy about it. Bobby's not, but I have been.
Well, you do great. You used to come on Sea Legs, and I've seen you on John and Nancy's a few times, so you do great.
Well, thank you.
Gotta just get over the shyness.
I think because with John and Nancy, and I do that once every 2 weeks, is because um, it's not my show. So I feel like they're holding my hand. Doing a live just Leonard Family Fun, that's a little bit different. There's just probably not that will be there.
Yeah, but sometimes, like, so the other day I went on at lunchtime all by myself.
I
And
know. I saw that.
normally I have somebody else on there with me. And I don't know, the chat kind of just kept it going. So sometimes you just got to look into the chat and let the chat keep you going. I mean, I was nervous. I don't know if you could tell, but because lately I've had other people on with me. I haven't really been on by myself. And my boyfriend doesn't really ever come on live. So he does all the behind the scenes stuff. So I was like, I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it. I need the hours. I'm going to get up there.
Yeah.
So
So
sometimes you just
that's
got to
gonna
do
be
it.
that's gonna be our first one. I love trivia, so I know doing some games like Kahoot is going to be on there.
Mhm.
That may be the second one because I feel like that will help ease any nerves that may be flaring. And then it'll be fun.
Yep. And trivia makes the time go by quick too.
Yes.
So I enjoy doing it. I just wish I planned it out a little better. Sometimes I'm like last minute. I'm like, oh, let's do a trivia. I don't have time to look it up. So I want to do it more than what I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning. I know it. I'm sure it takes a little bit of time. So I figure if I go ahead and plan it, get the iron and get all the wrinkles out of it, it'll be good to go.
Mhm. And then you'll be a natural at it. You'll just be like, okay, I'm gonna go live right now.
I
So
hope so.
let me hop over here again. We've got Sea Legs saying squeak, squeak.
Oh, the squeaky,
And,
yeah.
and they're saying Andrew and Jennifer are pros now. See?
No, we just wing it every time.
Sea Legs is saying all 4 of y'all channels are getting it on now. Woohoo. Let's see. Was Eagle.
Oh, you're trying to
we've
say
got-
War Eagle. Okay.
Okay. We've got Chris Goforth who has come in. Welcome
Hey,
in.
Hello.
Hey, Bobby, luckiest man in Alabama. And just scrolling down here, people are saying hi, hi, hi. They said I discovered Tanisha on J&N Travels.
Yeah, I've been doing that for long before actually, it was John and Nancy that encouraged me because I had been doing the Tanisha time on their channel for about a year or so. And they were just kept encouraging me and others in their chats like Sea Lake Journey, even Captain Billy, I think, was encouraging as well. And so finally, I just decided, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna. I need some space in the cloud anyway, so let me just do it.
Uncle Dave, we have met many solo cruisers over the years. They are all awesome, fun people. Kahoot is fun as long as you beat Billy J Travels. LOL.
Yeah, Billy is something else. If I do it, I'm gonna make it hard. I want Billy to be in the chat.
Orange Cone Vlog, welcome in, Orange Cone.
Hey.
Welcome in. Welcome in, Rock the Boat.
Hello.
And Captain Billy is an encourager. Learn something new every day. LOL. And we might be back down to the bottom. LOL, Leonard. Okay, we are down to the bottom, so we're probably ready to our next question.
Yes. And I was just going to add, Tanisha, I get nervous. Just before this show, I said to everybody, I said, I'm so nervous. And they were like, you were just live earlier. I know, but I get nervous. So just know that it's everybody. Even if you've been on a billion lives. And like Sherry said, when I'm by myself, I get even more nervous. So just know that it's natural. But when I watch others and they're live by themselves, they say they're nervous. I never notice. So, just it's probably the same for you.
I cannot believe it, Jennifer. You're all like every day. How are you still? So then I don't feel bad then, because you're on a lot.
I know, but I promise you, I said I'm nervous. I'm like a little anxious right now. So just every live,
I
I know we feel that way because things can go wrong. You just never know, and I think that's what your nerves are about. Like that little bit of anxiety. So I just before I go into the next question, I just wanted to make sure to tell you that don't be nervous. You're amazing. You're very positive and outgoing, and obviously the chat loves you. So just please don't just know that you're going to do
And
awesome.
and
Well, thank you.
sometimes Tanisha, what I'll do is I'll think of a topic right before I go live and start with that topic, but then it could move on to 18 different directions within the chat. So just maybe that will be like your start off to the root of everything you want to talk about. So kind of
Well,
just have a
thank you.
plan
Thank
to
you.
start with that, and then who knows where your topic will take you at that point with the chat, right? Like today we started talking about, I don't know, what was it? Time zones somehow on cruise ships. Like one
wow.
topic ended up with that. So you never
Well,
know.
thank you for that. I was nervous about coming on here, and I was thinking, well, showtime is about to start, so
I was nervous.
We're an easy crowd over here. Come on.
I was nervous too. So, you're doing amazing.
thank you.
So, I'll go to the next question.
Okay.
So my question is about premieres. Do you have any? It's kind of a two-parter. Do you have any premieres coming up? And also, are you familiar with the Ray Parade and the Saturday Stroll? And do you plan on participating in those?
Very familiar with it. I've had premieres in both. Most recently, I've decided to do more of the Saturday Stroll because the way my work schedule is, it's a little bit easy for me to be engaged and to participate with the other channels. I don't want to just come in my channel. I want to see everybody else's channel and come in and follow the stop. So yes, very familiar with it. And I think the Ray Parade and the Saturday Stroll are awesome, and I enjoy it. Now this week I did not have a premiere. I had a video ready, but I need to continue to kind of work with that one. That one's been one that I think everybody will like. So I want to make sure that my voiceover, the information I put in there is good. So it may be delayed a little bit. I will have another one next week, even though I probably won't get to participate in it because I'll be at that business conference. So, but yes, I do love the premiere.
I thought so. I was going to assume that, but I thought, before I assume, let me just double check. But I'm pretty sure I've watched your videos there.
Yes, you have.
Let me just hop over. It looks like some people did come in. Dean Alelis, welcome in, and he's reminding everyone to do a thumbs up, or she. It's either he or she, I don't know, but they are telling everyone to do a thumbs up. So thumbs up, and they are here to support us. Thank you very much. So the next question comes to, how many subscribers and watch hours do you have? And are you aware of all the rules with YouTube with watch hours and how to get monetized and all of that?
So the second part of the question, no, I'm not familiar with all of it. I know there's lots of talk with the different channels. I know you all talk about it like in your hours, and so I'm ignorant to that part. As far as subscribers, right before I came on, it was 190 watch hours. It says 45.6. I don't know what any of that means. So I'm glad I'm here today so that you all can school me. And I have my notebook.
So there's 2 tiers to get monetized, but your watch hours go by 365 days of your first YouTube video. So if you're over a year and you're on YouTube, it's going to start taking those watch hours away from whatever you posted a year ago.
Oh.
So if you're almost at 1,000 hours, or not 1,000, 4,000, right? And you're a week before your year's up, you might want to do not watch hours, but lives constantly to get those hours, because once that year is up, that first video now is going to drop off those watch hours.
Yeah, whatever
So-
hours you had last year on this date, you lose this year. So the easiest way to tell exactly how many hours you have is you go to the Earn tab in the YouTube studio. Yes. So if you go in the Earn tab, that's going to be that's the hours that they go by, YouTube goes by to say that you're going to be monetized. So if you use TuberBuddy or what's the other one that I use? My brain went
vidIQ.
vidIQ. Yep, vidIQ. They're going to tell you your lifetime hours, so you can't go by those. You got to go by the Earn tab on the YouTube Studio Analytics.
Yeah, go under Analytics, and then it'll show you your hours under Earn.
So let me ask you this then. So whatever hours, say just video A had, I don't know, 10 hours 1 year ago. 1 year later, those 10 hours will fall off.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
any new hours for video A would start accumulating and would be good for the 365.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my. Okay.
And that's what we're running into, Andrew and I, because we're a channel.
And that's why Jennifer's and I are like this. We gain and then we lose. We gain and then we lose. So we're kind of in that fighting battle because we're over a year.
Yeah, because I think channel-wise, like over the span of our channel, we've had, 2,300 watch hours, 2,200, somewhere in there. It's over 2,000. But when I go to Earn, it's just over 1,700 watch hours. So we've been losing, and I can see it like every day. Like last week, I gained 10 hours, and then the next morning I lost 3. I mean, it's a little.
You said
frustrating.
lost 30?
3.
Oh, 3. Oh,
3.
Oh, goodness.
But I do know of people who have said they've lost like 80 or something. It's just
I've lost 20.
I've lost 30 at a time.
Mhm.
yeah.
It all depends on what I did last year. If I had a spike, like I put out a video and it got a bunch of views on the first couple days, then those views disappear as soon as that 365 hits. So,
Oh, wow.
not to discourage you in any means, because the
Yeah.
bigger your channel
Yeah.
gets, the more people are going to watch your stuff anyway. So, even though you may have lost a couple hours from last year, the majority of your views are coming now because your channel's getting bigger and more people are starting to watch you. But
And you're posting
the
new
other-
content.
the other rules for the monetization have changed, as far as before you used to have 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers in order to get any kind of monetization whatsoever. Now, to get full monetization, you still need that, but now they made it to where if you get 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours watched, you can get super chats, super stickers. You can do memberships for your channel. So there is ways to make money for the time that you're putting into it. So they did kind of help you on that. But of course, YouTube does get a cut of that. It's like a 70-30 split. So every $10, you get $7 and they get $3 of it. So they did make it easier for people to make a little bit of money. I've made a little bit of money since I've hit since the rule changed. I luckily today within the next 2 days, I'm going to actually hit my full monetization. So my channel will have the 4,000 hours. Thank you very much. So I was 33 hours short this morning, and I still have two days worth of lives and stuff to catch up to. So I should have my hours within the next 2 days. But I appreciate everybody's help and everything.
That's awesome, Mike. Awesome.
Yep.
And then when you're doing like now the multi-streaming,
Hmm.
you're only getting the hours for whoever's in your channel. You don't get the hours for everyone in the whole panel. So let's just say there's 25 people in here. You're not getting the hours for the whole 25 people. You're getting, if you have 10 people in your channel, you're only getting the 10 hours or whatever it is, 10 views.
Okay.
Mhm. It's not divided among everybody.
Right.
Okay.
But I will say
Okay.
this, like Sherry and I know Clock's he's almost there, but like Sherry and I, we're working really, really hard. You're going to see us a lot because like Andrew and I, it's going to sound bad, but we're just ready to kind of get monetized and kind of not do lives every day, get back to cleaning the house and those fun family things. Right. But I was going to say, if you ever want to come up with us and go live and stream to your StreamYard, we both have accounts where you can stream to your own and, just get some watch hours. I know Sherry's done this a lot for Andrew and I at Clock too. Just we'll be your buddy to come up. I know you're nervous, so just message us.
I think I might do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're working hard on
Clock's
ours. So.
And Clock's
I
not
appreciate
going
it.
live tomorrow night. So depending what time I get back tomorrow from the beach, I might hop on for Clock's little 7 o'clock thing that he normally does. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what my day is going to look like tomorrow. Sometimes it's spur of the moment. But you saw me the other day at lunch. I just popped up. So
I know. I was actually working myself. I was like, oh my goodness, I got the alert, and so I was doing some charting, and I said, well, let me just listen in as I'm doing
and
my
that's
charting.
going to be my life for the next couple of months is whenever I can go live, I'm going to go live because I'm like, Jennifer, I just want to get this done. Get back. My house is a mess. My closet. I've been wanting to clean out for months. Like,
So what do you
that's so much to
recommend
do.
for the time for your lives? Is it 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, 2, 3? What is
I
good?
plan for an hour and sometimes it goes over. I mean, if you have a lot of people in there and chats are going and people are conversing, I don't usually drop it unless I have to. But I at least allow for an hour.
If you're only going to do one live a week, I'd do an hour because with the whole week going by from the last live that you did, you should have enough stuff to talk about for the whole week. Things that go on in cruising, things that go on in your life, different things that you could talk about. And if you did have somebody, a guest on the show with you, you're always going to find stuff to talk about. So the hour will fly by. Like, I don't know how you felt so far, but we're 38 minutes into it now. Whether you think I don't know how you feel as far as, does it feel like it's dragging, or do you think it's went by real fast? Because I don't feel like it's been 38 minutes because just talking and chit chatting and all, it goes by pretty fast.
It is. I know. I didn't. That's darn near close to an hour. No, I don't feel like we've been on that long.
And I was going to say the same thing. So Andrew and I, if it's me and Andrew, we plan for an hour. But if I'm getting on with Sherry on Saturday morning, I know it's going to probably be 2.5 hours. Sometimes I just pop on, sometimes Chloe is just kind of running around the house and I'm like, I can only be on for 30 minutes, like, as much as I would love. So it's really just kind of what you're comfortable with and what's kind of going on. I was joking with Sherry earlier today in a text. I said, hey, why don't we do a 12-hour live? Like just do it. And,
I didn't even see that.
I don't know that we would, but I'm just saying, like, 2-3 hours flies by, especially when you're having a good time talking about topics you're passionate about.
Right.
And I did see that.
And you have a fun crowd, like all of us. We always just bounce jokes off of each other, and it's fun. Sometimes it's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for this. This helps because August, part of August, I like to set monthly goals, and I like to each month set one scary goal. So The Scary Goal is the live, and on the 13th, it's just gonna we're gonna just do it.
Yeah, like anytime you want anyone to jump up on with you, like I said, reach out to any of us. We'll do it. I
Well,
mean,
thank
we
you.
need the hours anyway, so let us know. We'd be happy to.
Happy to
Don't
help.
be surprised.
Um, I was going to say
Um,
Chris Goforth had a question about. He
Yeah,
said,
I'm jumping back over here
okay.
now. So JB Odyssey has jumped in or come in. Hello and
Hello.
They have a
welcome.
good channel.
Sea Leg says premieres on the Raid Parade or Saturday Stroll is a good thing to do.
Yes, I absolutely love those.
And it helps bring people to your premiere when you do a
Yes,
premiere because it gives everybody the thumbs up and then they start sharing it out. So
right.
Gives you a little jolt
Uh,
right off the bat.
Mhm.
Hello, Tuber Chat. Welcome in.
Hey, Kevin.
Tanisha, have cruises resumed out of Mobile?
Uncle Dave, because they've changed it a few times. If you've ever followed the Carnival Alabama relationship, but I believe it's going to resume again in October. Initially it was September, unless they bounce back. They keep going back and forth, and it's only going to be for a short period of time again. So right now, October. I don't have the exact date, but I can check maybe in a minute.
All right, so we'll come back to that. And
Okay.
when you know that, let us know. We've
Okay.
got Tuber Chat. He shared us out on Reddit. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Danny D says I have 53K public short views out on of 10 million.
That's
And so
good.
that's another thing.
Wow.
Tanisha, are you doing shorts? Do you do any
So
shorts?
I haven't done shorts in a while, but at one point I was doing shorts, and they actually were doing well, Sherry. I was doing the National Day of the Day. So whatever the National Day was, like I'm looking forward to National Planner Day that's coming up, National Lipstick Day. I think has come, or maybe it's coming. So I would just do a quick short about whatever the day was, maybe a little brief synopsis as to how it came to be, and that's it. It was like, it ended with celebrate accordingly. And I think they would be anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute, very true shorts. But I need to get back into it because I was doing it, and yeah, they were doing pretty good.
I found that shorts was one of the fastest ways to get subscribers. Now, of course, you won't get your watch hours from it, but at least bring some people to your channel that hopefully they stop by and see what other things you have on your channel and maybe watch another video.
Yeah, I need to get back into it. So yeah, I'm gonna do it.
And so do you have for your shorts, and we actually just talked about this in the last meet and greet we just did. Do you have a specific time that you post the shorts, or do you just, and how's the visibility with it trending when you at that time? Because like me right now, I've been posting them at 8 in the morning and they don't start trending till like 2-3 o'clock.
So at the time, share again. I didn't. The information you three have given me today has helped, and I'm gonna go and use it to study a little bit to because I wasn't really good on a good time to post, a not so good time to post, just whatever it felt right. At the time that I was doing those shorts, my day started with my alarm going off at 3 a.m. because at the time I was working. I think Clock let you know I work with a dialysis nurse, so I worked in the clinic, and I would have to be there at 4:30 a.m. So with me having to be there early and before the patients get there, I would shoot a short, and sometimes I would post it not at 5 o'clock a.m., but sometimes after. I think my first break was let's see, Sea Leg and CME was 7 and 7:30 my time, so about 8 a.m. my time. So the first short may go out at 8 a.m., which is Central Time for me, and then I've done one at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've done one as late as 6 p.m. in the evening. So I didn't have I didn't have a specific time, and I wasn't even paying attention to which videos got the most views and what time was posted. I didn't even pay attention to that. That's something that I'm doing now because I have a specific planner dedicated to the channel so that I can make note of it. I know yeah, YouTube Studio does keep that, some of it, but I want to be a little bit more specific as to what I'm doing specific days and times so that I
Yeah.
can, have a outline of how it did versus this time of day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can adjust accordingly. Try something an hour this way
Right.
or an hour that way or something like that, and just see what happens.
Right.
Now I know vidIQ tracks it for you, but the problem is it tells you when it's trending. But the problem is if I even post it at 3:00 when it says stuff starts to trend, it still takes 5 hours for it to get into the algorithm of YouTube. So now you're looking at 10:00 before it starts. The way they do their algorithm, I just will never figure out.
So that was my question. Would it have your experience been the three of you that you found was better?
So
Clock is
I was
saying
doing mine
his
originally at
friend-
5 p.m. because if you look at your analytics, there's a chart on there that tells you most of your views come at this time, and it'll have a highlighted like red colored lines all the way across that'll tell you the hours. And 5 p.m. was like right in the sweet spot of every single day all the way across the line. So I was doing that, and I was getting a good amount of views. I was putting out a short every single day for like a month or something, 2 months, something like that. Well, then stopped doing it. I don't know why. I just got lazy on it. I had plenty of stuff to do for shorts because, I mean, shorts are easy because you're only 15 seconds. But I stopped, and then this last time I started back up, and I was doing 5 p.m. again. For some reason, it wasn't taking off very, very well. The day I posted, Sherry was saying about it was taking 5 hours. So I was like, okay, well, maybe if I posted at noon, it'll hit at 5 during that sweet spot time, and we'll see what happens. Well, I posted it at noon, and I had like 100 views from noon to 1, and then I had like 300 views from 1 to 2, and I had like another 500 views from 3 to 4. So it hit before then. It's there's no rhyme or reason sometimes to YouTube's algorithm. I haven't been able to figure it out, at least.
I was about to say, anytime you feel like you figured it out, that's when it seems to change. So,
Yeah.
and it's probably designed that way, like they don't want us to figure it out. So,
because it used to be right when I post them, they would take off right away. Then it was every 3 hours they would take off. Now it's between 2 and 3 religiously every time.
And we had a month. Everything we posted would almost go up to 1,000 or 1,200. It may be a day or two later, maybe that instant, and whatever, for a month. And then we posted like another month, and it was like 6 views, 10 views, and then that's when Andrew started getting really frustrated and discouraged. Well, we tried it again. We took Clock's advice about a month ago or two, and again, right back. So I think I would just say trial and error and post. Do what's best for you. Maybe schedule it out and just trial and error for your channel. And I think it could have something to do with the hashtags too, honestly.
If you're familiar with Fearless Rambler, him and his son did he said like hundreds of videos. He would take videos and just change the music, change his hashtags, change different things, and put them out there just to see what kind of what kind of things came back of times and songs and hashtags and all kinds of different things. So if you have time to mess with it, just throw some out there. And I mean, even if you throw the same short out there, same exact video clip, but put different music with it, different times, a lot of people aren't going to even notice that you did the same video because the people aren't seeing the same shorts every time they go through there. There's so many shorts out there in that roll that it's hard for somebody to see two of the same person's shorts right back to back a lot of times.
Right.
But
Okay.
just to try to
Yeah.
get yourself a baseline.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
bounce
going to
back.
get back into it. While you're looking at that, Sherry, I just wanted to say to Uncle Dave, yes, October. I don't see anything. I thought it was October for sailings out of Mobile Carnival, and I didn't pay attention to
Blaine
the
said October
ships.
6th is the first sailing on Carnival Spirit from Mobile.
Yes, it is the Spirit. Yeah, it's I think at one point they were looking at September, but and it's only going to be here for a short while. I don't know why, but they keep going in and out the door here.
So Robert Leonard Jr. says, we really appreciate this information. Thank you.
Yes,
No problem.
we've got
Any way we
homework
can
to talk
help,
about over
just
there.
let us know. Yeah. Rayleigh Creative Travel says, put out a couple of viral shorts. LOL. We're trying. Let's see. Yeah, let me just Sea Lake says Mike is correct, 100% to my knowledge. Chris says, what? 500 subs, 3,000? How do I do it?
So that was 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours is when you'll get your super chats, super stickers, and memberships to your channel. You won't get the AdSense money until you hit the full 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched.
Well, I'm a long way, 45.6 watch hours.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta
my
start.
goodness.
And then cruising on the high seas. So should I just do a live stream like there's no tomorrow, as in sitting in 110, do a 12-hour live? Just kidding. I would definitely start doing some lives though, cruising on the high seas. Even if you have to bring people on, I would do it. Y'all have a great night. Gonna hit the shower and eat. See you around the channel. Bye, Sea Legs.
Bye.
Thanks for coming in. And looks like you are doing great, Tanisha. Yep, she is.
Thank you, Bill.
I may do that soon, Sea Legs. Be on the Saturday stroll or Friday rave parade.
Do it.
Yeah. So Rayleigh says views of YouTube shorts count towards a channel's total watch time, but do not count towards monetization eligibility.
Right.
Yep.
I didn't know
So
that. At first.
that's good, right?
They count towards your channel, but not towards getting monetized. So shorts do not count towards your earning.
It helps bring people to your channel. And if they watch other content besides the shorts, yes, that's a good thing. But
so the watch time and watch hours aren't the same.
Well, watch time, watch hours are the same. Views are not the same. So it gives you your views from those videos, but it doesn't give you any watch time hours for it. So with shorts, if you hit 10 million views on your shorts, then you can get monetized off of that. But the chances of that, I mean, it's like winning the lottery on if you get 10 million views on your shorts. So the more thing to focus on is kind of using the shorts as a way to get people to your channel, subscribers, and hopefully they'll watch the other things, and then that'll get your watch time hour up for your other videos. So it's kind of hard to explain everything, but it's a lot.
And the more so the views you get on your video, the more thumbs up and views you get, the more in the algorithm they're trending it out.
Yeah.
So let's just say you have a video that has 1,500 views, they're going to be trending that out more to get you, and you'll get watch hours off of those.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I need to get back to the shorts. I had a few shorts that were over 800 views, so I was feeling good at that point. I was like, woo.
Well, that is good because it's bringing those people to your channel. Now, whether they're watching your other content or not, it's another story. But the goal
Right.
is that they're going to come back to your channel and watch other
Right.
content.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, let me work on it.
Uncle Dave, good Lord, with these great new channels y'all are showcasing, my laptop is going to be putting overtime on watching playlists.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Dave.
And if I didn't say at the beginning, we have pinned her channel up to the top of all of ours. So if you want to go click it and take a look, but make sure that you are watching a video so that subscriber count sticks. Because if you just go over there and subscribe, it's going to show she has a subscriber, and 2 days later it's going to fall off. So make sure you are watching something. Let's see. October 6th is the first sailing on the Carnival Spirit from Mobile, but not sure if any others are cruising out of there before that.
It's not. No. No. We're anxiously waiting for Carnival to come back.
The Washi Washi short, Mama getting it down, LOL. And that's pretty much all we do are shorts. What, Tanisha?
I was going to ask Uncle Dave, is that the one is he referring to the short that I did with, because I did do a Washi Washi.
I'm thinking
I don't know
so.
if he's referring to me.
Maybe. I know I did a Washi Washi one too, so I'm not sure, but mine I did a while ago. So I may do a video for the parade of all the Legos I have out, but it's a minute, but have more I can do to join the main parade. Yeah, keep doing them.
Nice,
Put it in there.
yeah.
Jim B. Johns is in. Hi from Texas.
Hey, Jim.
Hello.
Welcome in.
He'll be on that cruise with me in February on the Jubilee.
Oh, good.
Cool. Yeah. We have Cruising with Judy. Hello. Sorry to join late. Thanks for the info. I really want to put out some videos. Well, welcome in. Thanks for coming in.
Will be on the cruise too. Judy and Justin. They will be on that cruise too.
Which is more important, to have a lot of okay videos or just a few really good videos?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
good one question. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a hard one because I scrutinize myself when I put a video out when I'm editing it. So what you think is okay, somebody may love, but also don't put something out there that, like, you just throw something out there real quick, unless you want to do like a short. A short doesn't take a whole lot, but I know getting content out there, as long as it's decent content and you're like putting yourself into it, put it out there, and at least it gets people looking at your stuff, and then you're going to progress better and better each time you do things, and your videos are going to get better because you're going to constantly want to better yourself.
That's like us. When we first did it, we weren't using a gimbal. And after like 6 months, we went and purchased one. And now I look back at the videos without it, and I can't believe we even posted them. They were so shaky, and now it's like night and day. Like the transitions are different.
Yes.
Like you just go back and you look at those older videos, and you're like, whoa. So
Same.
I mean, it's interesting though to go back and look at them, because you're like,
Yeah, it
oh,
is.
I kind of like really improved, you know? So
They set the stage.
Yeah. I was gonna say our Disney World videos, if I look at those, we didn't edit, like we didn't cut, we just threw a bunch of clips together. There was like no editing. There's sound issues, there's no transitions. It was just kind of like, yeah, we didn't know. Now, I mean, like right now I have a video I've been working on like 4 weeks, and I still am hesitant putting it out there because I'm like, that's not our best video. But at the same time, I kind of just want to get it out there because, you know, one, I wanted to be done with it. But two, like it's it's like I feel like I'm being really hard on myself, and the more I'm being hard on myself, the more I get discouraged, and the more I'm like, I don't want to edit that one because it's not my favorite. And you start this whole rabbit hole of like 4 weeks later and you haven't released a video, and why haven't you released a video? I will say too, some of the videos I have spent the most time on, God, like for instance, our Honduras video where Chloe's with the monkey and we're with the sloths and stuff. That was my favorite video. I was like, this is going to be so good. Like Chloe's laughing, Andrew's with the monkeys. Like this is gonna be a good video. 200 views. A video that I am like, nobody's gonna watch this. Like I'm breathing heavy because I'm struggling because I've been running around this hotel. 2,000 views. I'm like, that's great.
Wow.
2,000 views. So I'm just saying, like, you never know, and like it depends on the algorithm too, because sometimes like I said, one may do really well just because of the hashtags or people are searching that content. We have a WinStar video of winning a free cruise. It was just kind of, hey Andrew, let's film this to have some content. That one's gotten a ton of views, and I kind of wish we would have done it differently looking back. And we may go back and do a part 2. But just saying, just don't be afraid. Just try it. Just do it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we are at our 8 o'clock. We didn't even finish our questions, Tanisha.
Wow. Time passed right on by.
But thank you so much for joining us. And again, reach out if you need any of us to hop on any of your lives, or if you have questions. I mean, I'm still kind of new at this, but I'll try to answer your questions as much as I can. But yeah, just reach out and you're going to do great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you for the invite and the future invites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always welcome.
Yeah. And we have our next guest that's already in the
Bye-bye.
basement. Bye. Bye, Tanisha.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great
Have a
night.
good night.
And I'm going to bring up the next one. Here we go. Hey.
Hi.
What's going on?
Come in.
How you
Not
doing?
much. Doing good.
I'm going to remove her, and let's see. And do you want to, one of you want to drop their link in here so we can pin them to the,
I already did it.
okay.
Yep. I'm going to
Perfect.
go to my channel and change it.
Okay. And then, yeah, let me go to my channel and pin them to the top so everybody can check this channel out.
Wow, Chris was saying overproducing videos. Oh, no, that was Traveling Fools. Traveling Fools said overproducing videos can be your worst enemy. I agree with you. And then Chris said, my 10-second short of Slinky Dog Dash got 15,000 views. Chris, I watched that one, and I thought that was such a good short. It made me want to go to Disney. Oh, Nightbot is saying I'm spamming.
Yeah.
How do I
Who am I
I have
spamming?
you as a mod.
Oh, I'm spamming in
oh,
clocks.
here we go.
Oh, I'm not a
There
mod.
we go. Okay. So I got them pinned to the top. So welcome in. And let me just explain, because I know some new people have joined because now we're at 8 o'clock.
Me.
What
Let me fix that.
clock?
Apparently, I don't have her as a mod.
It's okay.
Oh.
It's all right, clock.
So welcome in. This is, and let me hide this. Okay, traveling chat. So they are our next up guest. And so what we're going to do is we're going to ask him a few questions, and so you guys can get to know his channel. And also, if you want to be in a future live to spotlight your channel, reach out to one of us. You have to be under 1,000 subscribers, and we're doing this once a month. And I believe the next one is the end of August. Is that right? So,
Yes.
anybody?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to be on, just let us know, and we'll do the same. We'll pin your link up to the top, and then people can ask questions in the chat. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we have some questions. And then after each question, we'll hit the chat and see if there's any questions in the chat and then go back to the questions.
I was just going to say real quick, Chris, go forth. You need to contact Mike Clock because you have an awesome channel. You're under 1,000 subscribers. I know you work on your watch hours. Just saying. Anyway.
Putting my email in the chat now.
Okay, and it looks like we had a new person come in, Angela Colander. So welcome in.
Colander.
Oh,
That's
Colander.
one of my daughters.
Well, welcome in.
I may or may not personally know her. I may. That may be Chloe's cousin's mama.
All right. So do you want to start us off, Clock?
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. Just real quick. If you guys want to share out your channels, each of us have a hashtag under our names. If you're in my channel, it's hashtag defund. Clock is hashtag clock, and Embarkation Nation is hashtag nation. So share out your channels. Make sure if you are subscribing, though, you are going back and watching a video so it actually sticks. Because otherwise, it'll stay for 2 days and you'll drop off normally. So make sure you're going back and watching something or play it in the background, but make sure the sound is on like 1. All right, you're up, Clock.
Question 1.
Thumbs up, everybody.
Please tell us about your channel.
It's basically a channel that I started after being encouraged to by a couple of different people because I like to scuba dive. And my wife actually is now thinking about getting into the travel agency business. And so we went ahead and started it. And we've only had it for about 3 months. And we're still trying to learn all the ins and outs.
Yep.
Oh, I'm still trying to learn all the ins and outs, and I've been at this for over a year.
Same.
Yep, me too.
You learn something new every day around here.
I'm going on 2 years now. August will be 2 years.
Oh, I know. I figure we have a lot to learn.
Yeah. I'm still, like I said, I'm still learning. I learn something new every day on here. And the algorithm changes all the time, and but welcome to YouTube.
Welcome to it.
Yeah.
So you said you've had your channel about 2 months, and you were influenced by others to start your channel. But you mentioned that your channel is mostly about diving. What made you you answered the question I was going to ask, so I'm going to dive a little deeper on about your channel. What interests you about diving to where you felt like you would want to start a YouTube channel on it?
Well, it's actually a whole new world. I mean, when you get down there and you're able to swim around and see what's going on, and that you can't see from the surface. And it also gives you a different respect for the ecosystems and stuff that are down there. You learn about the corals, how sensitive they are. And it just, initially I got started in scuba diving because at age 12, we were living over on Okinawa. And at age 12, everybody in my family was certified except me. And so it was kind of hard watching them go off, have fun, and me sit on the shore, wait for them to come back and hear all everything that they had seen. Mm-hmm. And so as soon as I was able to, I went ahead and got certified.
Okay.
That's interesting. I just, every time I go to the beach and I go in the water, I just think about what's all in there. Like, there's so much stuff and it depends even what part of the country or wherever you are in the world, right? We don't have really killer whales down here in Florida, right? Well, we might. I heard there was orcas here the other day. So it's just you never know what's out there. So what is your favorite video that you've made so far?
It would have to be the one with diving with the sharks in the Bahamas. And that's mainly because the first short one we did, the one that's right around a minute, my daughter helped me with that. And she basically did the majority of the work. She's a producer at a news station. And so she came over and kind of gave me some tips and stuff and said, here, this is what it should be like. And she helped me with the voice and the editing of the video and stuff like that. I tried putting one together using the same program, couldn't figure it out. Finally got frustrated with it, got rid of it, downloaded another one that is much more user-friendly. And within inside of a week, I had it put together and published. And it was up on YouTube.
Okay.
That's cool. And
so it's your
and
favorite?
you guys, if you guys have not checked out that video, make sure you go check it out. It's awesome. So go check out his shark video.
It is awesome, and I was about to expand on it a little bit. It's your favorite because you produced it yourself, but when I watched that video, the colors, the angles, the your voiceover work, I was highly impressed, and so I can definitely see where that's your favorite video. I mean, I heard Bill say the other day, it's equal level to something you're seeing on Discovery Channel and Shark Week right now. So if you haven't checked out this channel, please do, because the shark video alone, you're going to be like, whoa.
And I just recently posted another one this week, and it was from St. Kitts, where we actually ran into some sharks. That one's not, in my opinion, quite as good, but that was because of the water wasn't as clear. But it still turned out pretty good.
Okay. We have a new person in the chat.
Yeah, I was getting back over here now. We have Ms. Cricket 73. Welcome in. We've got, oh snap, I did not know that. We got Kevin Hall saying, hey, Tony. And we are back down to the bottom of the chat.
So how long does it take to get certified?
Well, when I was 12, it took about 8 weeks. And that was just because of the way they did things. Since then, they've got it down now to where you can do e-learning, and you do a little bit of pool, a few dives in the pool, and then you go out on the weekend and do 4 dives. It's either 4 or 5 dives in a lake or someplace close, and then you're certified. So it could take a couple weeks.
Okay.
Is it gonna be a new adventure for you, Clark?
No. I'm too blind. I wish if I had my sight still and it wasn't such a pain in the butt to see things and having to do contacts, because I had contacts for a while and ended up getting an eye infection. So then I was like, I'm not messing with contacts anymore. But I wish I've also thought about getting the laser eye surgery, but just pushed it off.
Well, believe it or not, they can actually make masks that are prescription.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Interesting. I didn't know that. And where do you get that done at? Do you just go
You just have to get with your dive shop, and they can, with the dive shops, and they'll get it all set up and get the prescription and get it sent to whoever it needs to be sent to.
That's good. I never knew that.
I didn't either. That's really interesting. That could be a whole new topic, but that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I could see that because I'm in construction, and welders can get prescription lenses in their weld shields and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Question number 4: do you go live or for your channel? and I believe that's a no because you're relatively new. And I know you've been on here a couple times live. I seen your live with Jennifer, like when you first started, and then of course now.
Correct. That's about the only 2 times.
Gotcha.
Are you
It takes a
planning
lot
on
of getting
going?
used to, but
Yeah, are you gonna plan? Are you planning on doing like a live schedule, or are you just gonna do your videos, or
Well, I did not know we could. I was under the impression you couldn't do lives until you reached a certain level of subscribers and hours.
I was
And so I
see, I was
hadn't
on
really
the
planned on
same.
anything. It wasn't until Jennifer showed me last night that how you could do it and get hours.
Yeah, I was under the same impression too because they put it out that there's that, but you can't do that through YouTube itself until you have so many subscribers. So you can use this streaming service and still be able to do it.
We didn't know the same thing, and I think I may have misspoke to you actually, Tony, when I said that, and that's why we didn't know either, and I didn't even know there was a subscriber requirement. I thought it was a lot higher than what it is actually.
No. I think it was. I think they dropped that level when I was coming through to try to do it because I wanted to go live on a sail away, and I can't remember what it was. I want to say 500, but I could be totally wrong. And then they dropped it down to like 100 or 50 or something like that. So then I was able to do it right on the next one. But then come to find out, you can do it right with StreamYard no matter what.
Yeah, that's what Jennifer was relaying last night. So I really haven't had a chance to think about any kind of a schedule and how I want to go about doing it.
So I know there's a lot of people that share the same passion with you as far as diving and stuff. So I'm sure there's some you get with the right group of people, they'll want to get with you and talk about equipment you use or different types of places to go and things like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good places. There's some places that are around that I wasn't even aware of. I happened to come across one that's in Missouri, and it's actually a lead mine that's filled up with from a spring. They call it a billion gallon mine, but they're not sure how much water is actually in it because they used it for like 100 years, and then it just filled up with water. They quit using it and it filled up with water. So now they're using it for diving and stuff.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's pretty neat.
So Miss Cricket 73 says, I have aquaphobia. If it weren't for the dive videos and underwater documentaries, I'd be missing out on a lot of beautiful, wonderful water worlds. It's true. That's why I love going to the aquarium and learning lots of new things that are in the water worlds. We also have Riza who's come in. Welcome. And so, Clock, were you done with that question? Or
Yes.
And Tony, I know you're not currently doing premieres for your videos, and so I'm going to kind of actually take this opportunity to explain. So there is a group in our community. They have something called the Raid Parade and the Saturday Evening Stroll. And so what that is you reach out to oh my gosh,
Megan.
it's
Megan.
Meg. I'm trying. GGM Creates. I think that's it. And you can reach out to her on her about page, and you can fill out this form, and then within a couple of weeks they have to, they only allow one new channel a week, and there's some little checks and balances there, but they'll invite you to put your video as a premiere and then invite you to that stream. And what it is there's a group of premieres, and then a group of people go together into each of these videos and comment, watch, and it kind of just exposes your channel to a group. And with premieres, what that is when you can set your video when you're uploading it to a premiere instead of an instant upload, and it's like a little button. It's easy to oversee, and you can set the time and date. And what that will do is it'll notify your subscribers 30 minutes before that you're going to have a video premiere. And it's kind of like a live chat where we can all come into your video and we can kind of comment and like watch it with you as it's premiering to YouTube. And it just, as you get a couple videos going and you kind of learn that portion of it, it really helps your channel grow because you're starting to get that you're getting instant watches and likes and comments. So YouTube, it does something to the algorithm where it kind of sends it to further reach. And so I'm going to say that one thing Andrew and I did is the first time we did a premiere, we uploaded the wrong video. So everybody's watching this premiere and the thing is like, yeah, and check out this clip here. And there's no clip because we uploaded the wrong one. And so it's so embarrassing. And so I just want to say, I've found out since then there's ways to go watch your video to make sure you uploaded the correct one. And two, we've learned a little bit about getting more organized and final version in our videos from that mistake. But luckily all of our friends are great and that we're in the premiere and we're like laughing with us and we just kind of were like, whoops. But that's something I know that you and I haven't really talked about, but that's kind of what a premiere is. And for those of you who are new or watching on replay, you may not know what Saturday evening stroll or Friday raid parade is. And so that's a good description. I hope a good description of it. And then also what a premiere is. We didn't know, we kept seeing everybody have premieres, but Andrew and I didn't know how to do it. And it wasn't until I think Bill told us how to do it. So, it was just kind of one of those things. If you don't know, you don't know it's there until somebody sees it and mentions it.
Right.
And if you're interested in getting in it, I get emails because I used to be in it pretty regularly, and I still do it if I get a video ready because it's like you said, it's an instant anywhere from 15 to 40 views on your video, and that helps YouTube algorithm to throw it out there to more people because they see 40 people watching your video right off the bat of you putting it out there, and everybody's going to like and comment on it. So that's another thing that it also does. They like seeing comments and likes on videos, and that'll shoot it up there as well. So
okay.
If you're interested in that, I can put your name down on the email that I get sent every week for nominating another channel that would like to join. So,
yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Danny D is mentioning it as well. And even if you're not on our panel tonight and you're a new channel in our chat or watching in replay, know that you can, I just want to also throw this disclaimer. You can swap hours with any of us if you want to gain watch hours. You can also reach out to any of us for advice. And two, there's great channels here and individuals in this chat. They would be happy to help you along as well. So please don't think you have to be on the panel for this advice. Like anybody in the chat and stuff, please reach out to any of us and we'll swap watch hours with you or anything like that if you want.
Yep. And Warmstrong says it was a pleasure meeting you, Lisa, you and Lisa. So I guess you were on the Luminosa with him.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually got to meet him in person on the Luminosa.
So swap watch hours. It's kind of like you'll watch Embarkation Nation's playlist and she'll watch your playlist. That's what that means.
Yep.
All right. Are we ready for the next question?
Yep.
Jennifer, you just went, right? Yeah.
I did. I was
how many subscribers and watch hours do you have? And are you aware of what you need to become monetized and all of that stuff? Or
as of just a few minutes ago, it was 27 and watch hours were 6.9. And yeah, we've talked with Jennifer quite a bit, Jennifer and Andrew quite a bit about what we have to have in order to get to the different levels.
So if you guys are just coming in, make sure you are checking out their channel. It's pinned to each of our channels, and make sure you subscribe, but also make sure you are watching a video. Don't just click subscribe so it sticks. And let's help them grow. And it looks like Magnificent Germany just came in with Darian. So welcome in.
Hey, Darian.
And if you are in any of our channels, make sure you're dropping your link as well to share your channel out. So do you know the rules on the monetization going forward of how many hours you need and all of that? Or do you want us to explain that? Or
I believe it's 500 subscribers and 3,000.
So it's for the first tier, it's 500 subscribers, and then you need 3,000 watch hours, and that would be able to do members, stickers, and super chats. Right? Is that right? Am I saying that right? Okay. And then for the other one, you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. And so also, this is something we've learned. If you're doing multi-streaming like we're doing now, you're only getting hours for the people that are in your chat. It's not for all 4 of us combined and they're dividing it by 4. It's whoever's in your channel is what you're getting the hours for.
Okay.
So keep that in mind too. You guys.
Well, what happens? The question I've always had was, if you get those 4,000 hours in the first year, and when you go into the next year, do you have to maintain a certain amount of hours, or do you start losing those 4,000? So you've got to make up for the stuff you lose.
Well, if you haven't reached the 4,000 subscribers and the 4,000 hours and the 1,000 subscribers, you start losing your watch hours of what 365 days ago that you had.
Right, but once you hit that in the first, if you're able to hit that in the first year,
you don't lose watch
going
hours.
into the next year. What happens? Do you have to
As
maintain?
soon as you hit it, you're good to go.
Okay.
As long as you keep posting videos after that. If you don't post for 6 months or something, then your account will go what do they call it?
Inactive, or
essentially stale or in default or whatever. And then you got to start all over again. So it's just a matter of just keep posting, even if it's just a short here or there, to keep your channel relevant, and your monetization will stay.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're all working towards that. Well, Clock's at the finish line right now. He might already be there, it just hasn't posted yet. So, and then Jennifer needs the watch hours, and I need watch hours and subs. So we're all in this together. So next question would be Clocks.
Yep.
Here, let me jump over here real quick. There is some comments in the chat. So Traveling Fools popping in here to the Clocks to sub up and thumb up. Didn't realize you were all co-streaming. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Saying hello to everyone.
And he was on the Saturday Stroll today, so that's where he's been. He was everybody watches the videos and together. So
yeah, I have to go check his video out after our live. And the Traveling Fools has given you a sub over there, Tony. So now you're up to 30.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Clock, you're up.
So number 7, have you set any monthly goals for your channel?
Just trying to get a couple of them post a couple of new videos, because at the time I didn't know about the streaming, the lives and stuff like that. So I really didn't, I can't really plan on something that I didn't know I could do. Right. But that's something that now that I have the information, I can actually sit down and start looking, actually making a plan for it.
Gotcha.
And it can be overwhelming when you start this YouTube journey. I know, like I said earlier, me and Andrew, we were like, you want to start a YouTube channel? Yeah, let's do it. 100% support it. We didn't know about the watch hours. We didn't know about the 1,000 subs. It was like, we're just going to post videos and people are, actually, we didn't even think people were going to watch us. It was for our family to watch. And then people started watching us. And then that was a whole new navigation of like, oh, maybe we and that started the whole journey. And so I think everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel, we all have our story of why we started our channel. But it, those those first 100 subs, I tell you, are the hardest.
Yeah.
I think for me it was. I mean, I think we haven't talked about that tonight, about like if you have under 100 subs, we've all felt that frustration of like getting to 100.
And there's different milestones. I don't want to discourage you, but there's different milestones. Like I think 500 was the next one where it was up, then down, then up, then down, then up, then down. So there's certain, don't let it discourage you. Just keep going. Because once you get past that milestone, then a bunch flood in again. So
I know I probably annoyed everybody telling the story on the subs at 500. So I had 505 subs. I was on a live stream. Somebody said, hey, let's go over to Clock's channel and sub. So he hits his 500. So I ended up having 505 subs by the end of that live stream. So I was like, okay, I got a 5 sub buffer. Let me go ahead and post this out on Facebook that I have 500 subs. The minute I posted that, within 10 minutes, I was down to 487. It's just YouTube does this balancing thing.
Yeah.
And sees like who's watching your stuff, who's not watching your stuff, what's real, what's not, and they'll just purge subscribers from you. And it took a while for me to actually get back above the 500. So don't get discouraged because it's something to do. But once you get it back, then it goes on through. I didn't think I was going to get my subs fast.
And that's why I'm telling people that are going to subscribe, make sure you are watching a video, because otherwise YouTube just kicks them out after a day or two. They think they have the sub and then it will kick them out. So make sure you are watching a video, and also make sure, you're going back and making sure you're subbed to some people. So let's just say you see Clock a week or two later and you're like, gosh, I haven't seen any of his videos being posted. Go back, make sure you're still connected to them, because they'll throw you off sometimes too and unconnect you as a sub to somebody.
Even if you're on the live the week or two before. And for us, it was number 300. I think, Sherry, do you remember when I texted you and I was like, we're about to quit YouTube? We hit 300 like 8 times. And then next morning, wake up 291. And then, it was so frustrating. And I just know that we've all been there, frustrated too. And then there's days like, well, we're going to celebrate tonight. Clock's hitting his 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, and he's made it. So, just keep your eye on that prize.
Yeah.
The Bud Files has made it in. So hello, the Bud Files.
Hello.
And Chris says he's going to go to your channels and play all to help with your hours. Well, thank you so much, Chris. That is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you so much.
I think Chris needs watch hours as well.
Okay, we'll go check you out, Chris. And Chris, I'm pretty sure I'm subbed to you, but if not, go into my channel and do #defund so I can go back over there when this is over. And just scrolling back down. I'm at almost 500 and keep on going and going on for my shorts. Yep. And then Ms. Cricket 73 says photography and video equipment is important, isn't it? Our channel is so low budget. Tony, your voiceover and your camera equipment work well together. So do you want to tell us what kind of equipment you use then? Or was that one of y'all's questions? Do we have a question for that?
I think we left that one off.
Yeah. So tell us, tell us what equipment you use.
Well, mainly I use a GoPro. The one that I've got now is the GoPro 10. But on the shark video, it was actually a phone in a case. You can get a case that fits on the Apple phones and stuff, and they actually have some really good cameras. I mean, anybody that's got an Apple phone knows that some of the pictures that they take is just awesome.
Yep.
And so it was that's what was used on the shark video in the Bahamas, but on the other ones it was the GoPro.
And one thing I'll say is just doing a plug for my channel. I was on the Vloggers Cruise and they had a tech question and answer session. And there's several videos on there talking to like Tony from Lalita Loca, Jamie from Sharon at Sea, Josh from Cruise with Josh, and Jason from EECC Travel. And one of the questions was about tech and how much money should I spend. And they tell you right off the bat, a cell phone is all you need to start out. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on equipment or anything like that. I have spent a bunch of money on equipment, and 99% of my video comes off my phone. That's just the way it works. I get all these different little gadgets and stuff, think I'm going to use it, and then I use my camera. I use my phone all the time because it's something you have on you all the time. I'll be on a cruise ship and not want to carry a bunch of stuff with me. So I'll have my phone in my pocket. So of course it's easy enough to whip out and start recording stuff. If you see like an animal off to the distance or something like that, you always have it with you. But yeah, if you watch those videos, they'll tell you, you don't have to spend a bunch of money. The only thing I recommend is, if you're going to be serious about it, just get a gimbal for it. And you can get a gimbal for like $60 all the way up to a couple $100. I have a cheaper gimbal that was like $60 when I started out. And then I have the, it's a DJI 4, I think. And that one's a little bit more sophisticated. It's got an extended pole on it. It extends it up about 2 feet, which works good because I like to go to Disney and watch fireworks at different theme parks and stuff. And I can stick it up above the crowd and still get and it's not shaky and stuff like that. So that's one of the main things I would say to buy if you are serious about it. And even if you're not serious, it's nice to have one. And it's not going to break the bank to buy a gimbal for it. So
All right.
And that's we usually just use. I have an Apple iPhone and Danny has a Google Pixel, so we'll just use one of those. That's usually all we use to film with. And unless it's like we're underwater and doing something, we'll use a GoPro. But other than that, that's what we use. And we just got some external microphones off of Temu that work really good too. So
got a couple more people in the chat saying comments.
okay, so Traveling Fools, the more subs you get, the less you get purged of subs, it seems. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the whole sub thing works. I do realize, though, lately, since I hit hot 800, a lot of them just come in. Like, I'm not out, I mean, I watch people's videos and stuff, but I feel like some of them are just out watching my videos now. Maybe they're putting them out more and I'm getting more subs from them. I don't know. I don't know where they're coming from, but YouTube, I will never figure out. They have weird algorithms for everything.
Yeah. I have 1,160 some subscribers right now. And I would say after I hit the 1,000, after I 1,050 or whatever, I don't ever see my subscribers really changing that much. Maybe one day, one here, one there, or something like that. But nothing big like it was before. Like it would just purge like 20 people at a time. So I think once you hit your 1,000, they really don't purge you as much as they used to.
Like I do know I lost 5 or 6 last night. But again, they might have come because I've been putting some shorts out there. So they might have come from there. And then maybe that's all they've watched. And they're like, oh, they're not coming back. And they might have just taken them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uncle Dave, sorry y'all had to run to the store. That's fine. That's cool. Are shorts super important? I know they're pushing it hard as a viewer. I think the idea of shorts on YouTube is to bring them to your channel and hoping they're going to watch other content on your channel. If they're just coming and watching that and clicking subscribe and not coming back, it's really not doing much. I mean, it's giving you a view on your short, but those don't even count. So,
I,
Not
what do you think?
Want to watch it 10 million times.
Yeah,
I think
what do you
too,
think?
they're trying to be competitive. YouTube is trying to be competitive with TikTok and Facebook Reels. So I think that's kind of too where they're seeing that push with competitors. And you know, because their goal is to hold your attention as a viewer, right? So if you were on, I mean, all of us have been on TikTok for hours and hours. At least I know I have. And you know, so they're trying to get, I think YouTube, you know, they want you on their platform. So I think that's also maybe, Angela, why they're pushing that, you know, kind of hard on the platform as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not an official answer, but it's my thoughts.
Uncle Dave, Tony, I was certified with Patty back in 1998, but then I was in Sinai, Egypt in the army.
That's cool.
Cool.
So,
Yeah, I was certified back in '68.
and then clock. What is a gimbal?
I'm working on that right now. So the DJI that I have comes a little clip that you put on your phone. It expands around the side of it. And then
Hi, Chris. Thanks for coming in.
it's magnetized to it. And then let's see here. Once it connects, it realizes that you're on it, and I can zoom right off of the handle. Say you film shorts like this. You want to do long ways? Just click of the button twice, and it'll flip it right for you. So it's very easy to use. And like I said, I'm at the theme parks with fireworks. I can extend it out and go over top of everybody's head, and not have everybody's head in the video. But no matter what I do, it keeps it level. So no matter how I rotate my hand, the video stays level. So
Okay, that's cool.
I'm so glad you're here to explain that, because I would be like, well, I don't know.
and another
Let
thing,
me ask Andrew.
It comes with a base too. So like, if you want to use it just to set it up and talk to do lives or whatever, you can use that. Sit it right on the table, and you can talk in it that way. So this was like $130 I think on Amazon. I think it's well worth it. I use it like, and you see how big it is when you fold it down, and it fits right in my back pocket, and I can carry that around everywhere I go on the ship. This is a cheaper one than I had originally, but it's all like, you got to adjust all the different things, but the clip's already built into it. So this was my original gimbal. And I still take it with me just in case the other one acts up on me, because it still works fine. But just one other thing. This is like $68. But they both have apps in the phone that they work with. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know how. I have that same gimbal, I think, but Danny does all the videoing. I wouldn't even know where to. One time I was like, "Oh, I'm going to the port. I'm going to go video the ships." He's like, "Here, take this," and I'm like, "I don't know how to work that thing."
Same. I just remember I tried to use it, and it was like spinning and doing all these things, and I was like, "Yeah, no."
That's how I was. I was like, I don't know. You're gonna have to give me a course on it, and right now is not the time for that. So,
I'm so glad.
As you can see, I got a bunch of crap. So, and like I said, I got a bunch of crap. 99% of the time is
So funny. So Ms. Cricket 73 is saying, what do you use for editing as far as software, and is it difficult to use? For
Depends on-
me, I don't do the editing. My boyfriend does, and I think he uses CapCut, but I'm not sure. What do you guys use? What do you use, Jennifer?
We use Power Director. We used something before, and it was not as user friendly because we're self-taught editors, and so it was not as easy. So we were on something, and somebody mentioned Power Director, and we tried it out, did the free trial, and we found it very easy to use. So we switched to that. So that's what we use.
And Tony, what do you use?
Well, I'm using Power Director. I got the Suite 365, and that was after getting rid of Photoshop Premiere. That's the one my daughter Kelly recommended because she was familiar with it. But when she left and then I tried to use it, I spent several weeks trying to get a video published. And because I couldn't figure things out in that thing, I finally just said the heck with it and got rid of it. Downloaded, asked Jennifer and Andrew what they used. They told me, I downloaded it, and just within a few days, I had a bunch of stuff figured out: how to do the audio, how to do the video, how to edit this, that, and other. I mean, it was just extremely user friendly, and so I'm sticking with it.
And Clock, what do you use?
Well, for those of you that have iPhone, iMovie is very easy to use as well. So I would start off with that. It doesn't have a whole lot of bells and whistles to it. I mean, it has a lot. I mean, most, like 99% of my videos right now are all done with iMovie because I got the iPhone, I got a Mac right here. It's easy enough to, like, once you learn how to do it on the phone, it's the same thing on the computer essentially. But they're starting to do away with the support on it, and they're not really doing much updates on it. So I went ahead and changed over to Filmora, and Filmora has a free version and they have a paid version. I went ahead and did the paid version because it's like $60 for the year. And since I'm supposed to be putting out more videos than what I really am, I went ahead and did the paid version because I plan on getting to the point to where I'm putting out a video a week or a video every other week. So, but
Cool. And then Angie is saying, those are super cool. I didn't know they extended because I follow on TikTok a creator who uses it due to having Parkinson's. I didn't know they let you in the Disney park with that. So that's interesting too, because I know they're picky over selfie sticks and stuff like that. So I didn't know they let you in with that. So that's cool.
you can't do it on the rides. I'm trying to think if I have ridden on. I think most of the time, if I get on a roller coaster or whatnot and I'm recording, I think I'm holding my phone. So,
Yeah. So what question are we on? Is it number 7 or 8?
um,
Oh, well, no, we already did
I just
8.
did 7.
And we just talked about editing and videos. So have you ever been on a cruise, which we know you have? What is your favorite cruise line?
Well, I've only been on one cruise line, and that's Carnival. And we want to start trying the other ones, but my wife's getting some kick butt deals. It's kind of hard to want to go somewhere when you can go. It's really hard to want to go somewhere else when you're getting balconies and stuff for $100.
Yeah,
And
Mhm.
that'd be my hardest thing.
She just got an offer for a free balcony, but I'm not sure.
Ooh.
We haven't looked into it yet to see what that, if that includes an 8-day, maybe a 3-day or something like that. We just haven't looked into it because we've got the other two planned.
Just gonna say I'm
I'm
not
gonna
at
come
all
move
jealous.
with you guys.
So, what cruises do you have planned then?
Well, we have the Jubilee, which is going to be the New Year's cruise. I believe it leaves on the 30th.
Yes.
And then
Mhm.
we have a 31-day cruise
Ooh.
scheduled in April. We're going to be flying to Australia and leaving out of Brisbane. And that's going to actually go from Brisbane, it goes to Guam, Okinawa. Then there's 4 stops in Japan. And there's either like 4 or 5 ports. Okay, 5 in Japan, a total of 5 in Japan and 4 in Alaska. And then docks in Seattle.
Oh, that's
Cool.
so
And she
exciting.
got that. And that's one of the deals that she got, $100 per person plus $100 plus $200 on board credit. So it's kind of like, why go somewhere else?
Free.
Yeah. You're not going to
Andrew
get
and I-
that offer again.
Andrew and I were so jealous when they called. They're like, "Hey," they're like, "Y'all want to come with us?" I go, "Let me look at my cruise offers. 3,000 a person." Yeah, we're not coming on this one.
That's exciting. I wish I got those cruise. I mean, I couldn't go for 31 days. If I was retired, I probably could, but you never know. I could win that Mega Million. When is that? Monday night?
Well, the thing that really caught us on this one, and I think it's going to probably mean the most to me, is that we left Okinawa. I left Okinawa when I was 13 in 1974. We will be going back to Okinawa in April of 2024. So it'll be a 50-year reunion for me. And I've already pulled up Google Earth and checked out Kadena Air Force Base. Our old house is still there. The schools that I went to are still there. The churches we went to are still there. And so we're going to try to, if I can't get a dive in there, because that's also where I learned to scuba dive. And so if I can't get a dive scheduled there, we're going to see if we can't somehow get a visitor's pass to get on base and go look at some stuff. Plus, that's also where Hacksaw Ridge is at. We want to go see that in the museum. Okinawa also has the world's largest aquarium that we want to try to visit as well.
That's cool.
That's cool. Let me hop back over to the chat, and I know we're about out of time. We have the Traveling Fool say iMovie and Final Cut Pro works great. Rock the Boat says they use DVD Fab. And Cruising on the High Seas, I just finished editing 2 videos, but no sound, so I'll have to upload some sound later. No, so it's not so dry another day. Okay. And I think we had one more question. Clark,
Yes.
if you want to ask that, and then we can go on and wrap up.
Are you on any other social medias?
Yeah, I've got Facebook, and that's pretty much about it.
As far
So
as
is it
Facebook,
under
are you just
the- Go on, Clark. I was going to ask the same question.
yeah. Is it under the Traveling Check or is it under your name?
No, it's under my name.
Okay.
I
So
did have
again-
Snapchat and a couple of others, but I finally got rid because I started getting so many notifications about stuff that didn't pertain to me that I just went ahead and canceled them.
Gotcha.
So again, make sure you're checking out his channel. We have it pinned in each of our chats. So make sure, and when you go over there, make sure you actually watch a video and subscribe. And we thank you so much for joining us tonight.
I did have a question on those videos. If they watch a video, do you have to comment on it, or does it help if they comment on it?
I think it helps.
What do you mean? If you're on the raid parade or Saturday stroll?
Well, no, let's just say somebody, like if I go to one of y'all's channels and I watch one of y'all's videos and I hit the like button, should I leave a comment on there, or does it really
It helps.
matter?
They do. There is algorithms for comments and everything else. So even if you just put nice video, you don't have to do anything big. It registers it as being a comment. So it says this video's gotten this many comments on it. So it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Just put nice video or thanks for sharing or something like that. So then it shows engagement, that the person that's coming and watching your video is engaged in your video and they like it enough to put a comment on it. So
Also, that's how I know somebody came to my channel. So if somebody new comes to my channel and is like, hey, I checked out your embarkation day video and thank you, great job. Well, usually what I do in return is I go check out their channel and usually try to at least watch 1 or 2 videos and comment and often I subscribe. So what I do a lot of times, if we receive a comment, I may sit on it a few days because I want, and then I'll go back to your channel and subscribe. And then 2, that kind of, hey, remember me, Embarkation Nation. But 2, also I'm building that relationship with them because I have found a lot of times then they'll come back to my channel to check to make sure they're connected and watch a video. And then, I have some, it's like they watch 3 videos, I watch 3 videos, and we're kind of building some like a relationship with them. So that's how I know that somebody came to the channel. And so that's why I feel like it's important to comment, especially if you're a new channel and you're trying to get your name out there. And if you like the video, I mean, if you go to Clocks and you really like his video, let him know. He worked hard on it.
Yep.
I'm just throwing it out there, but
Let me hop back over. We have Kevin Hall. Thanks, guys. Learned a lot from when we want to start posting videos from our little farm. Take care. Well, thank you for coming in, Kevin Hall. Angie, I can help you get a page going, Dad, to go along with the YouTube channel.
Okay.
And Cruising on the High Seas says, who wants to swap watch hours with me? I'll take 5 takers. So anybody in the chat, I eventually will get over there. I have 2 other people I'm doing watch hours for right now, Cruising on the High Seas, but I can add you to my list. I mean, I'm not going to get to it right away, but I will go over there.
So once again, real quick, before we get out of here and before people leave. So we're planning on doing this once a month. So if anybody would like to be on a future show, I'm going to put my email here. Just send me an email. Say you'd like to be in the next show or a future show. I already have a few people already lined up for the next one. We're going to discuss how this one went after we're done and see exactly how we want to go forward. Whether it be longer show, different amount of time, different amount of questions. I think everything went well. I mean, anybody has any comments in the chat, you can put something in there. But I believe the first show went pretty well tonight. There was no really any dead spaces. And we all pretty much stayed engaged. And let us know what you think. And send me an email if you'd like to come in.
Yeah, and thank you everyone for coming and joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. And again, if you could go check out these new channels and watch some of their videos and subscribe and help support the community, that would be awesome. And Jennifer, do you have anything you want to say?
No, I just want to say that we had 3 great channels tonight, and thank you for those 3 channels for trusting us to, have this show and come up and join us. Traveling with Tinkerbell, I learned so much about her. She's kind of a newer channel to me. Leonard Family Fun, I'm a little more familiar with. And then Tony is a brand new channel. I know him pretty well, but I feel like maybe others don't. So I'm just grateful that y'all joined us tonight. I really appreciate everybody in the chat and the panel, all of our friends.
Yes. So again, thanks everybody. And I will see if you're in my chat or my group, I will see you all again Tuesday night. Now I might do a pop-up tomorrow, maybe. Not going to commit to it, but I might do one. Jennifer, do you have something coming up that you want to?
I may do a pop-up. I'm going to see. This 7 days in a row of lives has been a little difficult for me.
Tiring, isn't it?
I'm not used to it, but I definitely am going to support Clock Family. Oh, you're not live tomorrow, right, Clock? You got a concert?
I will not be live tomorrow. I'm going to see Penn and Teller. So if anybody's familiar with Penn and Teller, they're comedian magicians. They had a residency in Vegas at the Rio forever, but the Rio is getting sold. So I'm not. They're traveling right now to a lot of the MGMs and stuff. So I got free tickets tomorrow because my wife works at MGM.
That's super
And he doesn't have to do his lives anymore if he doesn't want
I
to,
know.
because he's right there at his hours. We got to
I'm still
get
gonna
up
do
there.
the one with my
Jennifer.
wife.
No. I meant like if you needed to miss one for something, it's not going to affect you, is what I meant.
You're not worried.
It's not going to affect your hours. So Jennifer, maybe tomorrow night.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, well, Clock, can we borrow your spot tomorrow?
Yep, I already told you y'all could.
Okay, we got approval.
Anyhow, again, thanks everybody, and we'll talk to you and see you soon.
Thank you, everybody. You're
Good night,
amazing.
everybody.
Thank you
you.
for everything.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
great night.
You too.